Okay.
All right. Okay. We're recording.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol.
Yeah, what's going on the
my
podcast?
gosh.
I want you to know that right now. All right. We are live. We're not live. We're actually recording. All right. Welcome to Whiskey Tango Talks, the inaugural Ladies Night podcast. We have the Bros Roundtable back on 4th of July, so we decided it's only fair to do a Ladies Night. All right. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, ladies. First one.
I'm Tamazing.
Jesus Christ. So Tamara. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kazi.
Right.
Brooke.
And Ashley.
All right. So, for those that don't know, Kazi's been on before. My wife Ashley. Brooke is new to this, and Tam is new to this. All right. So, series of questions. The ladies don't know them. I kept it PG-13.
Right. That's not fun.
He starts sweating profusely.
All right. Well,
Just throwing.
You know he's got heartbeat.
A sneak on.
no. Actually, yeah, the wife was scared shitless about what I
I
was
still
gonna say.
am.
All right. Well, we'll just go first one, and this is good because we were just talking about your Instagram. So, yeah, here we go. What is the worst? And we'll start from Ashley, Brooke, Kazi, Tam on this one, and then we'll switch it up. What is the worst male pickup line that you've heard? The worst male pickup line that you've heard? Or have had happen to you? That's what I'm really shooting for.
I wouldn't say this has happened to me, but I've heard of the line, or something along the lines of, are you an angel or fallen from heaven? Are you an angel? Something along the lines of that. Has anyone heard that
Someone
one?
said that to you?
No, I'm just saying I've heard of it. And
Did it
I think
hurt?
it's
Did it
extremely
hurt
corny.
when you
Yes,
fell
fell from heaven.
Fell from heaven.
Is
Okay.
your Instagram private though?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
Yes.
the benefit. Like,
That's
yeah.
the
It
benefit.
is private.
You get a limited number of creepers.
This is
sure.
true.
For sure. Brooke, what do you got?
So, actually, recently, Tam and I were at the gym,
Okay.
and we had just gotten there, so we're like setting up, and this guy walks by, and he's like, "Does somebody have tanning lotion on?" And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, I own a tanning bed, so I was just wondering, does somebody have some tanning lotion on?" And we're like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, well, where do you guys tan at?" We're like, "Outside." And he's like, "Oh, well, I know a good place you can go tan." And Tam's like, your salon? Like, and he just would not stop. And I'm like, "Dude, we don't have tanning lotion on. You must be smelling yourself. And we're not going to your tanning bed." And he looked like a burnt hot dog.
He's like,
And we're like, moving on.
it's actually in my house. In the basement.
Yeah.
Right? All right, Kazi, what do you got?
Guys that slid into my DMs, the one that I was probably just talking about. Like, I get all sorts of creepers. All the dick pics, the
Oh my gosh,
landlines.
wow.
Yeah, they don't hold back. But the copy and paste guy, I think he's probably the best. He's been sending it to a couple of my girlfriends and I, and it's like paragraphs long telling us how beautiful we are, how bionic is an actual word that he used. Same exact emojis, the word for
Explain
word.
bionic.
I have no idea what he's talking about, but we're all fitness chicks, so
Right.
I think that's probably what he's going for.
Got you. So, okay.
But he's so stupid. He's
Bionic.
like, you can tell we all follow each other. Does he think that we don't talk either?
Ah, crap.
I don't think guys think.
Good point. Good
Well,
point.
I knew this was going to turn into the guy bashing session.
No.
No, I'm joking. That's why I limited guy questions on this. So,
Well, we can only bash one guy here.
stop. All right, let's go. What do you got, Tam? Closer to the mic, please. Worst pickup line.
I wouldn't say it's a pickup line, but I was told today that I'm like 6'4", and
hardcore athlete. You're gorgeous. We could make rock star babies.
Ew.
I don't even know his name.
That was today.
Yeah, he wants to have a baby with me.
Oh.
A rock star.
Good thing you
baby.
kept that baby room open.
You should have gave him the wink and be like, you can't get pregnant with anal. see where he would have went with that one, right?
Oh, you shut it down, Brookie.
You said not to PG-13 this, so I'm happy. All right. I mean, what? Seriously though, a guy's response with that, like, I wouldn't come back with shit. I'd be like, oh.
I'm sure I've used it before.
Right.
But this one was like, I don't even know.
I'm not that quick on the draw.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I can maybe, but I'm really like pretty. I'm more of like a. Just look at you like you're a fucking idiot.
Oh.
Like, we're done. Like,
All right.
That's just like my perma face.
yeah. I definitely have that resting bitch face. Like, okay, it's probably like, guys, don't approach me.
There you go. All right, we're going to start with Brooke on this one, followed by Ashley, Tam, and then Kazi. This one is near and dear to me because this is the one that most men wonder about. All right, most men wonder about this. But name a dirty secret that most women do that men don't know.
So I think it's not necessarily like a dirty secret, but I think it's one that you don't really like ask about. But I think that women masturbate probably just as much, if not more, than guys do.
Yeah. Touche.
I would disagree with that. Really? I don't know. I mean, I don't have to, I guess.
So that's different. Quit bragging.
Well, I don't even know that, but I think it's kind of one of those like supply and demand. Like if for me, the more I get it, even from my husband, the more I want it, and he's works 24-hour shifts, so I think that it happens a lot more than women really talk about, and that it's just assumed that like, oh, guys masturbate, and it's like, no, I don't think so. I think that guys are pleasantly surprised if they actually ask.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot ask because they think, oh, well.
And on the flip side, I think women think men masturbate more than they really do.
Maybe.
No, I'm being dead serious. Yeah. Like, I think, and women said, if you're a single male, maybe different, you know what I mean? But like a married guy, 9 times out of 10, like a woman's like, did you masturbate? It's like, no.
Yeah.
Probably didn't.
Well, I think most of it is probably more like in like general. I think it's sexual things that are going to be something that we don't really talk about to the extent that it's there.
Gotcha. All right, Ash.
Oh my god. Women's secrets?
Yeah, what's a dirty secret that most women do that men don't know? Closer to the mic for me. Light on it.
God, I don't know. I mean, masturbation is pretty dirty, so I don't know how.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like dirty, just like a secret men don't know, per se. I mean, we know you fart, so.
And poop.
That's nature. All polite about it. Poop. Quick with it. Let's go.
I don't know. Can you skip me and I'll come back?
Yeah. Tam, what do you got?
A secret that most women do, but men don't know about.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Is it?
Yes. For me, yeah.
Think about a girls' night. Think about girls' night. Like, girls get together, like.
I think it's probably pretty similar to like a bros night. Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna talk shit, you're gonna talk great, you're gonna talk.
Vent.
Yeah, I mean, so I think it's things that if we would just be more open and so untaboo about like life, that the genders in general would be pretty damn similar.
I think that we talk about sex just as much as dudes do.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Or, you know, I feel like, too, when it's a lack of sex in a relationship, you know, we're kind of always the ones that are like, oh, my God, they want it all the time, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I think something else is going on
In the relationship?
In that relationship. And so because, like, for me and my husband, when it finally came to, like, opening up and being super raw, it was, wait a minute. I think I need it more than you need it, you know, and that was something that we never talked about because it's such a taboo subject in society that you don't discuss things that are stupid hard truths, and you can vent to your girlfriends, but yet your spouse is supposed to be your best friend, but yet I'll tell my girlfriends things that I won't tell my spouse.
Exactly.
Which is ridiculous. But you're so scared of like what? Like hurting them? I guess it's something that we need to be more confident in, because if it's going to hurt them and that's something we desire, why are we not discussing it?
Kazi,
I
what do you
can't
got?
really say
Oh,
like
you're-
most
you're right.
girls. No, well you said most girls. I don't know most girls,
Yeah,
what they do.
gotcha.
I don't know.
Take photo shoots. It's a joke. You know where I was going with that. What do you got?
No, I don't.
I was taking a shot at somebody.
Oh.
I grew up with just a bunch of brothers, so I'm not most girls. But the one thing I can say, just from having more girlfriends in the past couple of years, is like the amount of selfies that women take is unreal. Like
600 for one, right?
Yes.
That they have to post.
like, it's just
Do you ever
a
get like really
casual-
sweaty when you're taking
See? There's a secret right there.
Well, see, you happen to split this table where it's probably like selfie queens, and I'm
Not at all.
Actually, my girlfriends hate me because they'll like take one picture and I'll be like, okay, we're great, let's go. And they're like, no. And 20 more down the line, I'm starting to get bored and wandering off. And
Oh.
so I'm
Yeah.
the worst.
I'm like an Asian in Disneyland.
And demonetized.
First racist joke.
Yeah, first racist joke.
I'm not racist, but I'm literally like
Yeah.
constantly taking
An
photos.
Asian at Disneyland, we heard you. Yeah.
Like legit.
She really is.
That was a great joke.
That was a good
Yeah. All right. Ash, nothing? Top of your head? We'll move on.
Oh, yeah, move on. It's
All
really
right.
hard. I mean,
All right.
okay.
It's fine. This one's cool because it's pretty simple. But
Oh, wait, hold on.
what's that?
Hold on, I just thought of something.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so most women, I'm assuming, think about
Mhm.
another man when they're having sex with their husbands.
I second that one.
Third.
What?
Really?
I mean, I don't.
But won't admit it because
I don't think it's another man. I think
Oh.
it's another figure. Like, I don't necessarily always have like a face.
you don't ever picture like Channing Tatum.
Wait,
No,
during
'cause he was like my
sex?
brother.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like I had to do that.
me too.
Oh yeah, I think there's definitely a thought of
Where's the
figures.
disconnect?
What do you mean?
Well, there has to be some sort of disconnect. If you are having sex with that person at that time, there's an obvious disconnect if you have to think of somebody else.
Oh,
So did
absolutely.
something create that disconnect for that one, or
Uh-huh.
is it okay? Well, if that's
In my situation,
okay,
Yeah.
so it's situational.
that was
Kazi, you said you agreed, so
had to spice it up to get in wear clothes.
Like it wasn't gonna happen unless my mind was somewhere else. Like
and at that point, the relationship.
Or a woman. Women think about other women. Come on.
there's that too.
Sure,
Uh-huh.
really.
I think
I've
it's
never thought of another woman during sex.
Or another man.
No, like
Well,
I've
your
never
husband's right there. I'm gonna ask you this
No,
as well.
I mean 100% though. Like I've
me
never.
aside, I'm your husband in the room. This is part of the reason why I didn't want you on, because you're chicken shit. No, I wanted you on. Okay, so when you were with Jimmy,
Okay.
you never thought of anyone else?
Honestly, black those moments out of my mind.
So I don't think it matters.
I don't know.
For you, you're married.
I'm married and I'm happily married.
Has
And it's
it-
conversations that my husband and I have had.
Mike. Yeah.
Because I think that, I think guys do it too. I think you start to bring in certain just fantasies, like in the moment, and not that it's not that he's not fulfilling me or that anybody else that I've been married in the past as well and whatever, but I think it's common for both sides, and I think I don't want to call you like denying it or whatever, but I think for me it's not necessarily like it's not like there's a face to it always. It's not like I don't necessarily attach a name to it or somebody I've seen or anything like that. I think it's just it's a role. Like whether it's, I think it's just something that pops into mind.
I definitely pick a face.
I didn't always pick a face, but sometimes it helped.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe.
But again, like for me, my ex-husband and I were together for 10 years, and it was like a slow, drawn out death of the marriage. And so like I had to do something. And then afterwards I ended up dating someone I was a rebound and physically unattracted to. And in order for that to work, it had to be somebody else. It had to be. Which is not a good sign, but again, it was a rebound. So.
Yeah.
That's why they call it a rebound.
Yeah, right. Gotcha. All right. Well, interesting. Good take, Tam. Seriously, good take.
That's what I'm here for, Derek.
All right. What do you value in a friend, girl or guy? And the reason why I ask this is because guys and guys, for instance, are like the way we admire our friends is by calling them a piece of shit or an asshole or and as soon as a guy leaves, it's like, dude, he's amazing. Yeah, love hanging out with that guy. Let's do it again, right? Women, not all women, but women tend to put on a front with some women, right? And the moment that girl leaves the room, it's like, oh, she's such a bitch, that slut, her, blah, blah. So, and I'm not saying it's all women, but it's very noticeable in certain aspects, right? So, what is it that you as a woman value in a girl or a guy friend? Either or. We'll start with Kazi on this one.
Well, when I think about like my best friendships, both male and female, we're able to call each other out on each other's shit. And I think of one of my best friends. We actually became good friends because she did something that, for the most part, most women would probably be like, she's a bitch, backstabbing. They would have gone on their way, had nothing to do with her. I actually approached her. Was like, what's up with this? Heard out her side of the story. And she's like, I respect you more for coming to me directly. And we've been tight ever since. So for me, like, I actually respect people when they call me out on my shit.
Brutal honesty.
Yeah. I mean, it's never fun to hear, but it makes me a better person. And at the same time, if they can handle me calling them out, then they're tough, and I want them on my side.
I like that. Tam?
I'm going to say loyalty. Because, I mean, that branches into several different areas, but at the end of the day, it tells me the character of that person. And
there you go.
just going to lean in on you.
We're going to be snuggling by the end of the podcast.
Okay.
And now we have a face. All right. So, you can scoot your chair closer for real though.
Okay, so it tells me that person's character, where they are honest when it comes to like right is right and wrong is wrong.
Okay.
And of course, honesty goes into that, having, my best interest. I can just say that like my closest girlfriends, love me for who I am and what I've been through, and they don't judge me for it. And they love my kids. Because that's, I know you, but
love.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to say loyalty, because there's been several different situations where, they kind of had to choose sides in certain areas, and like I said, like the whole right is right and wrong is wrong, and they have stuck by my side.
Or not stuck by your side.
Those are just people that are crazy because, like, I'm so amazing. Why would you not want to be my friend?
Jesus Christ. All right. Ash, what about you?
I would say the same, but like a lot of my close friends I've known since I was super young, so it just comes with time. And like my closest friends, they know that I'm a mom and wife. They're understanding if I'm busy, and you can pick up right where you've left off. It's not like, you can go months without speaking to one another, but you can pick up right where you left off, and it doesn't feel like
Years have gone by,
yeah, like you just get each other, and they're there for you when you need them.
Like some asshole I know over here.
Give you advice when you need it, or are there for you to console you, or they're just there. It's loyalty. It's another like loyalty thing too.
Brooke, what do
They
you
just
got?
want your best interest.
I like that, best interest.
I think pretty similar because, I've grown up in a totally different area. I'm from the East Coast. I've lived in 4 different states, so I've made great friendships in every state I've lived in. But at the same time, like, I may only have like 1 or 2 people that I even associate with as the years go by. So I don't need a friend that's clingy or expecting a lot out of me, but I'm going to give you my all. And I am absolutely somebody that puts forth a lot into my friendships, and I expect the same in return. But I also don't expect it doesn't have to be a daily communication. I don't care if it goes 3 months, but if you're like a true friend to me, when you call me in a time of need, that's what I want, because I've had my time or needs where it's been pretty lonely. I've gone through a lot, and what I want is the friends that aren't going to disappear after the going gets tough. I don't want somebody to pat me on the back and give me a hug and then disappear. But if I don't talk to you for 3 months, great. If I don't talk to you for 6 months, great. So it's something that I think there's very few friendships that I keep dear to me. I have a whole bunch of acquaintances, but very few people I actually call like friends.
Yeah.
When it comes down to
Our best friend.
or best friend.
Jesus.
What is that? Quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't, and I
absolutely.
really don't like. That's one of the things, like, with when my husband and I compare certain circumstances, like he's got really like a few friends that even from like childhood.
Yeah, that's how I am.
And then when I start reflecting though, as I continue to grow up though, like I have a really great friend from childhood, but when I turn around and look at like who's been the better friend, it's always been me. And so I'm like, I don't keep a lot of people close.
Well, Brooke, I've only known you for so long, but you're a different kind of character. Like,
probably.
You're just real.
Yeah, you're amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, you're good people. I literally thought you were from like a small town. And
I am.
And like, yeah. Like as soon as I met you, I'm like, oh, this bitch is like 100% genuine. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am. I'm from a super small town. I mean, there was only 1 stoplight in my hometown until I
Yeah.
turned 16.
Oh my gosh.
And then they
Yeah.
added 2 more,
I
and
literally-
they're like 300 yards.
Yeah, I literally thought like Oklahoma or something along those lines.
Not that. I'm a little more east than that.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I don't want to get into politics whatsoever, and political questions was something I wanted to steer far from in this. But I want to know your view on feminism. The view on feminism. Tam?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Feminism.
I'm not just talking about the chicks that dress like lumberjacks or fucking grunge, like 90s grunge girls. I'm just talking about feminism in a whole. Like, in a roundabout way, like women that really don't think they need men. And the reason why I'm...
Oh, men are very important.
Okay, go ahead. Well, I'm not just talking on a sexual level. Calm down. Tiger.
Who says I was?
The look in your eye. No, go ahead. You're fine.
Okay, so feminism. I'd say I think women have their roles. And I definitely think that men, I mean, they have theirs, but they're stronger physically. I think men tend to think more like business-like, where without emotions, where women are complete opposite. Like they put all their emotions into it.
So how do you feel about a female president? If that's how you Because you're sitting next to a business owner right now.
No, that's not what I mean.
No,
I mean, like,
no,
as far as, like,
I'm
making,
listening.
like,
I'm giving
I
you
guess,
shit.
like, decisions. Like, men
Hi,
tend
baby.
to, like,
You're talking brain versus heart.
yeah.
Kid just
But I think women are capable, obviously.
yeah.
Um,
Hey, that's way too loud.
I think that there's jobs out there that most women could do the same as a man. I'm not like a feminist, but I think I relate it to my situation where I've had to learn to be a little bit, well, not even a little bit, a lot more independent.
Go ahead and explain your situation just a little bit. Mother of 3. Well,
Mother of 3.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I have like very little education. High school, I've done trade school, some college. But yeah, I'm now a single mother of 3 small boys. I was a stay-at-home mom for 7 years. So my role was just primarily taking care of those children in the house. So I can.
Now you're stepping into a role where you have to be.
And now I'm in the working world and trying to find my balance inside my home with my children, and also bringing home the bacon.
Right.
So, but my job.
There's women empowerment and then feminism.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not
Kazi,
really. I'm
you're giving me looks.
I'm not a feminist. But I'm like girl power.
You're right.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
But
I
Jump
think
in.
that there's 2 types of feminists.
Okay.
There's the man-hating feminists, and then there's the women empowerment feminists.
right.
And a lot of the times the lines get blurred there, but I definitely consider myself a feminist. I was raised by my grandmother, who did everything. My grandfather basically was non-existent, so she raised all of her kids, and then she happened to raise most of her grandchildren as well.
Right.
And ran a farm, taught me basically everything I know, including politics. So, I mean, yeah, I'm all about women empowerment. I have been working in a male-dominated industry for the first 12 years of my career, and then I moved into the beauty industry.
Bless you, baby.
I have nothing but science degrees, which have always been male-dominated. I come from a family full of boys, but I was always taught that I am actually more capable than them, because being an immigrant family, the European way is that the women cater to the men and the men just work. However, I've always taken care of myself, just like my grandmother taught me. Never to rely on a man. I feel that I'm just as smart, if not smarter than most men. I don't think that they should have any sort of say in our bodies. But at the same time, I know that there are good men. My father is a fantastic man. He also taught me how to be strong. He just didn't happen to be around when I was growing up because he was in the military.
Right.
And then my brothers are fantastic. They're all entrepreneurs, incredibly intelligent, caring, great to their women. And I don't consider myself a man-hater at all. I just know that I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself, and I encourage other women to do the same.
Knowing your worth is important, especially as a woman.
We should be partners, equal in everything from income to any business role that we want.
Give her ice, that's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
And that's what I believe feminism is equality.
Huh.
Oh.
Equality. That's a great word. No, it is. I'm thinking about it, but it's there can be feminism and equality.
Yeah.
But correct feminism and equality. I like
Yes,
that.
it's not about men aren't necessary. We wouldn't procreate if...
No, nobody goes to a feminist when there's danger. So that's how I feel about it.
I had a wolf spider in my house, and I really could have used a man. Just saying.
Ash, what do you got?
I just don't understand some of the feminists that are like, I'm not gonna shave my armpits because I don't have to. Like, those are the type of feminists that I don't understand.
Right.
I'm all for.
Granola girl.
I just think that that's like
those
heavy.
are
She's on what?
yeah, like those are just things that I don't understand. I'm all for.
Brooke's like, what? No.
But no, I'm all for like girl power and like lifting each other up and everything. But like it's those type of cases where I just don't understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, the one that strikes me the worst is the free bleeders.
Yes.
I don't even. Is
It's
that what
like-
I think it means?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, they menstruate without tampons and walk around the street
They
with
just let it out.
blood-filled pants. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
just
cool.
extremist.
Well, I
Right.
think that's, I think that there is,
What's funny is that was actually created on the 4chan website, and it was to mock feminists, and they actually ran with that shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of funny.
I just find that unsanitary.
Very.
Yes. Same thing
Fucking-
with like not shaving your armpits. Like I don't get it.
Most men don't shave their armpits? We're
I
saying
think
But
that's
that's the
weird.
thing. Like you're a man, so your men don't shave their
Yeah,
armpits.
yeah.
But
Well,
like
Yeah.
That's
Should
just
transgender
gender
men shave their
roles,
armpits?
But like,
No,
walking
yeah,
around with blood
probably.
running down your leg is just unsanitary.
Yeah.
you wouldn't walk around
Same.
with like shit
Yeah.
running down your leg.
Yeah.
Unless you
That
like.
trail of flies following you is a problem.
Bodily fluids should be like cleaned up no
Contained.
matter what they
Contained.
are. Yeah.
We live in we
Yeah.
are not in a third world country.
Right.
So we have the
Clean water.
Resources?
Yes.
resources
Yeah.
to prevent that kind. Whether you choose to be more natural and not do tampons or want to do whatever the case may be, like that's a little crazy.
You need a drink.
Me?
Yes.
I was drinking though before we ever started.
Yeah, because that's what the game plan was, to be here at 6:30 to get you all liquored up together.
Fashionably late.
Jesus Christ.
And my OCD kicked in.
Right? Oh, you're going with Creekwater. Uh-oh. She's putting hair on her chest.
do you want-
Brooke, what do you got for feminism real quick?
No, it's interesting. I didn't ever think of it as much. Like I always kind of think the worst of the feminist scenario, but Kazi put it into probably exactly how I would say it, and almost felt like she was like we
Speaking
grew up
for you?
together. 'Cause
Right.
That's what I did. I grew up with a single mom, and my dad is one of my greatest influence in my life, but wasn't there because we lived on opposite sides of the United States, and then
Was your father military as well?
originally, but when my parents
Okay.
divorced, he had gotten out.
Gotcha.
But he had stayed in California. We had moved back to Virginia, and
That's probably the best thing,
then I
because
had
California sucks. Sorry.
yeah. Well, and then I had two brothers myself, but yet I am, I've grown up in a very educated world. I happen to have a lot of education behind me in a very male-dominant education type world, and I work with happen to be almost all males.
Gotcha.
So it's something that what Kazi said put in perspective. Like I'm all for. I think there's absolutely differences between men and women, and I think that we need both. Otherwise, none of us would be here.
Yeah.
And that's
Somebody actually posted something that I found really funny. It's like gay people need straight people to create more gay people.
absolutely.
And I was like, oh Jesus, that makes plenty of
And
sense.
I don't care. Like
So you can, I don't know where all the hate between the two come from. It's like, calm down.
we
with it.
create it.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
create it
yeah.
as humans, and we continue to create it, and we make it almost as if just like a mission to make it worse. So I am all for like women empowerment, because I think that there's a lot of positions in the world that like women can do just as good of a job, if not better in something. But there's also pieces to where like we have to have a man for certain things, and it is
Lesbians
just
use dildos.
well, that's a whole other subject. Yeah.
Sorry.
Because I don't
Just
understand
wanted to be
that.
funny.
But I also agree, like, not that anybody can't try for a certain position, but there's a reason that you have a man for some things and a woman for some things. And,
Right.
you know, we can go great deal into that. And
Right.
We may not want to go there.
Well, yeah. Hey, can I get you guys to cheers real quick? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say something earlier.
yeah, Whiskey Tango Talks
Wait,
thing.
did you guys ever? Oh, Whiskey Tango. Okay.
Yeah, Whiskey Tango Talks.
Okay.
Thank you. You guys need to say cheers.
Oh,
fuckers.
I was thinking
No.
of
Cheers.
like that, like you know, when you first turn 21, that cheers, like, here's to the men that had us. Did you ever do that one?
No.
Oh,
No, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Fuck, not everyone here's
Here's to you, here's to me, best friends we shall always be, if we shall ever disagree.
Mike! In the mic.
Oh gosh. Here's to you,
Uh-huh.
here's to me, best friends we shall always be, if we shall ever disagree, fuck you, and cheers to me.
Oh.
Wait, I need to hear
I like
yours.
that.
Okay, now I feel like a loser though.
No,
Because-
it's
okay, so when I was 21 and all my girlfriends, it was here's to the men that had us, the losers that don't, and the lucky bastards who get to meet us.
Oh, I've heard that. But I should bend and snap.
Bend and
at the same
snap.
time.
There we go. I like it.
I think we just did like, cheers, bitches, drink up.
Yeah.
Chug this fucking beer
shots,
ball.
Woo girls.
The woo girl.
Well, I think it depends, like, your age.
There's always a
Yeah.
woo girl group.
Like, I don't know how old
When you
everybody
go
is,
out.
but
We're
Yeah.
all within like the same decade, right?
I'm going to shit on men real quick
In
and
our
say that
30s.
this podcast is going
Yeah,
a lot
30.
better than the Bros podcast.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, just because you guys aren't talking over each other, and I thought you would be. So,
Ladies
Wow.
have manners.
yeah, I'm actually
you
impressed.
know, I would say the same thing because
This is actually going really well. I thought it would be like a bunch of hens cackling, so it's good.
you just gotta put out the right question.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh yeah.
Well, glad we can lighten the mood a little bit. Here we go. All right, rom-com, action, horror, think piece. What movies and why? What's your favorite type of movie and why?
What's your favorite type
starts?
of movie?
Yeah,
I'll
go
start.
ahead.
Why?
Oh, Ash, go
I
ahead.
don't know.
I think it depends on my mood,
Into the mic.
but I'm always for Dirty Dancing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why?
You know, it's one of those movies that like I grew up watching because I thought like the music, like dancing was super cool. Not thinking anything of the type of dancing that they were doing. And then as I grew up and I understood and I was like, what the fuck did my mom let me watch? Like when I figured out like the meaning behind it. And then it was like, I remember like pausing, trying to get the perfect Patrick Swayze side butt. Like that dude was amazing. You know, rest his soul. But it was one of those movies that like never dies. Like I can watch it over and over and over and I still find like the way that baby dressed, the way that she danced, the way that she moved, the way she interacted with Penny. Like there's so many pieces to it that like I still love and it's completely outdated, but it's one that
It's classic.
I love
it's
that.
a classic. That one in Grease, like always.
Oh,
That
I
and like
love Grease.
Flashdance. So I watched all the dance movies because I was a dancer, and then I realized that my mom was letting me watch movies about gentlemen's clubs. Like she was a stripper, and I was like, okay, that's appropriate for an 8-year-old. But I had no idea.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
And then again, you think about things that you know where you're at in your childhood, and I actually talked about this today at work, and that was norm. No matter what it was in your childhood, nothing was wrong. And now you look back today as like maybe an adult and a mom, and you're going, oh my, you know, like I think about I love Dirty Dancing. Well, the meaning behind Dirty Dancing was dirty.
Yeah.
All right, Ash.
I would have to go with comedy. I think comedies, you can never go wrong with putting on a comedy film.
So what's your favorite comedy?
My favorite comedy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could probably watch Mike and Dave
Need
need
wedding dates?
probably 1,000,000 times. Yeah, I don't know. I like classics too. Like I always say Practical Magic is probably one of my favorite movies. Dragonfly. I don't know. I think those are classics, but I don't do horror films. I can't do it.
Oh, they're good though.
I can't do it. Well, I can do it in daylight. Like I can't do it at night.
And I want it at night with the lights off. Like,
Nope. No.
We're not
can't
talking
do
about
it.
Mike, okay?
I don't want the lights off.
Yeah, but I have to say comedy. Can't go
Alright.
wrong with comedy.
All right. Kazi?
I like a good thriller, like one that really makes me think, and at the end you're like, what the fuck?
Think Pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
Interstellar's like one of our favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Shutter Island.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, there's this movie called The Jacket that I love that nobody ever has watched.
Who's in it?
Yeah.
It's got Keira Knightley in it, and I can never
I'm down
remember
for
the
her.
skinny guy with the big nose, what his name is. He's got all sorts of Oscars, but I can never remember his name.
Played in The Pianist?
Yes.
Yes, I know exactly what movie you're talking about. I've actually seen it. What is his name? He did play in The Pianist, though.
Yeah.
The Jew movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Shouldn't have said that. No. Gotta be careful with the J word.
Yeah, you can talk about it.
Yeah, what is his name? I forget. Pull it up,
I
Rob.
can
I can
never
picture
remember
him.
it.
Like,
Jacket.
nose, dark hair.
Well, and again, I think it's a time, and I think there's like scenarios where you want to watch a thriller, or maybe you just want to like. There's some times where I just want a good cry, and I know it's coming.
That's true.
Oh,
See,
The
I
Notebook.
can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every
But, like,
time.
I didn't
Have you
say
ever
that.
seen
That
the
was Robbie.
Do you have Netflix?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen
Adrian
Haunting in
Brody.
Hill House?
Thank
Yep.
you.
See,
Yes.
I didn't even
love
read it, I
that.
just
I can do
clicked
that, but I can't. I don't know. I
Yeah, I
just
saw the
would
What
not
is it
want
called?
to pick on.
What's it called?
The Jacket, that's what she was talking about, but Adrian Brody's the actor she was talking about.
Or like when I was in the last few years of grad school, I think I watched all of the Pitch Perfects 1,000 times each, like word for word. I can quote it because I was like,
season.
I don't have
Yeah.
to think about it
Yep.
at
Yeah.
all. It's easy. It's happy.
Gives you a laugh.
Yeah.
We do that though with our TV shows too. Like sometimes we're super serious in a series, and then like I can't mentally like do another series that's serious, and we have to go like comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Dan, what do you got?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo? Why?
Because it has comedy, it has
Family.
it has family, it has strength in your mind, just keep swimming, like
Yeah.
And she has 3 boys.
just keep swimming.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. I love Disney
P.
movies.
Sherman, 3 Wallaby Way, or whatever it was. What
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Was I close? Was I close?
Yeah, that was it.
P. Sherman 32 Wallaby Way.
Way.
32 Wallaby Way. I knew it
P.
was a
Sherman
3.
32 Wallaby Way.
Wallaby Way.
Yeah, that's.
I'm
I
not
don't
so
know.
Dory, I
love-
guess, huh?
Yeah, that's a good one. I have like
What's-
childhood favorites
Yeah.
that I've watched since.
The Goonies, anybody?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good one.
right? Fuck.
There's
in
always the
Oregon.
childhood. There's
Huh?
Sandlot.
Filmed in
No, but
Oregon.
Yes.
like movies that I always go back on.
You know what I didn't know about the Goonies?
What?
The Walking Dead. The Asian that plays in Walking Dead, Glenn,
Is from Goonies.
is from Goonies. I didn't know that. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
You're fine.
Yeah. I'm dropping in IMDb knowledge.
Well, we watch every Disney movie. I mean, I think if you have kids, it's like an excuse to go
Oh,
see
yeah.
things. And there's many.
I
many,
didn't
many.
have kids in that,
Well,
I don't have kids, but I have nieces and nephews, and
And
sometimes
dogs.
I have to dress up like Elsa a lot. And
Sometimes I watch Finding Nemo alone.
I've actually done that too. My dogs really like it.
Okay, so fried green tomatoes,
that's a good one.
still magnolias.
Oh yeah.
Those are my
I have not
go-tos. I've
seen
watched
either.
them.
Dude, my mom loves that movie.
Me and my mom have watched them like several times.
But that's why you
Filmed,
watch my
filmed in
childhood.
Alabama. by the
But
way.
you also watch movies because of that. Like I watch Pretty Woman because it reminds me of my great grandma.
Ah,
You know, there's certain things that I
Those are
think
just really good
Yeah.
movies. They're
Yeah.
really good
Classics.
movies, and they have a whole lot of like.
what other movie could you portray a fucking prostitute and make it awesome? Like
Right.
Pretty
You
Woman,
couldn't.
you know?
I don't think you could do that
Well,
now.
now, I think you can.
Oh, you could now. That
You
dude,
think
you
so?
could portray
I
a
think you do
tranny
reverse.
prostitute and make it glorious
Oh
in
yeah,
this day and age.
a
Yeah,
tranny
that's true.
today. Yeah,
like
maybe.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If they can do it back then, now would be even easier. Like people are more open to that shit, but prostitution and shit like that in the '80s, like no.
Well,
Maybe
that
in
was-
Miami.
That's like Pretty Woman's just a spin on Cinderella. So
Yeah, the ghetto version.
Yeah.
I like it. The coked version. There we go. prostitute could.
You know what, I know.
Well, since we're on movies, I'll ask this question. Hottest male and female actress, in your opinions?
I got
Tam, you want to go?
Channing Tatum.
Number one.
He's like number everything.
No, I have an issue with Channing Tatum.
He looks
I
like he'd be
don't.
my brother.
Hold on. This is Tam's go. So Channing Tatum, who's your
Because
female?
he looks like your brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
He looks like my brother.
No,
my brother.
you're thinking of her cousin.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
her cousin,
Oh,
not
That's my
her
cousin,
brother.
but he reminds me like my brother can dance like Channing Tatum, and he kind of
Well.
looks like Channing Tatum, and so I
Tam, do
think
you need a
Channing
towel?
Tatum is super hot. Oh no, she's seen my brother, and he's just like, is he single?
I was like, dude, towel. She was like watching you. Like, Jesus Christ. So
And,
what
and
about?
no, he's got it going on, but like, and I get it. I think Channing Tatum is very, but it's like one of those things that's kind of like
The mic. You're
that's
killing
kind
me.
of taboo. Like I can't
Yeah,
like Channing
cause,
Tatum.
yeah,
cause your
but-
brother, right? All right. So female actress, best looking female actress. What do you got?
I'm gonna have to say Sandra Bullock for
Really?
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
She's ages
She's
amazing.
gorgeous. She's got those lips. She doesn't even have to wear makeup. Like she's gorgeous. Like, yeah. And sexy and like yeah, for sure.
Kazi,
She
what do you
gets
got?
full age.
Male, female.
God, I was just trying to look up the guy's name.
Give me
is
give
he
me
in a
a
movie?
scene, movie. I'll help you.
Oh, he was just in a really bad action movie, Venom?
Venom. Oh,
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think he's pretty damn sexy.
I got a male crush on Tom
Yeah,
Hardy.
he's babe.
Yeah,
Hardy.
I don't know who he is.
What?
Without
Hardy?
seeing him.
Look,
Like, I don't know what.
Rob's
yeah.
gonna pull him up here.
Yeah.
Pull him up, Rob.
I don't know if I've seen Venom either. So.
Oh, don't waste your time.
Venom wasn't
think
that
it was that
bad.
bad.
It was a good like Sunday morning. Like
Oh, yeah.
we don't have nothing to do.
Oh, he's also a trans. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
You saw Shia LaBeouf. That's what you're thinking of.
He was in Lawless. He was in Lawless with Shia
Yes.
LaBeouf.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, if you have not seen the Peanut Butter Falcon, people, go see it. It's amazing. Oh, great movie. All right. So what about female? What do you got?
Female. That one, I'm so bad at names. I'm bad at pop culture. You can tell I've been in school for like a decade.
I'm
Alright,
totally
movies.
with you.
She was in one with Anna Kendricks just recently where she plays like.
Oh, Blake Lively. I know where you're going
Yes.
with this.
Oh,
What is it?
She's made, she
Blake
married
Lively.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Blake Lively?
She's
Pull up
a
Blake Lively
babe.
for
Are they
me,
not
Rob.
like the hottest couple on the planet?
Yes.
Who?
They are.
Fuck
Blake
them.
Lively?
Blake
Yes.
Lively?
And who?
Who?
Ryan
Blake Lively.
Reynolds.
She got a hot
Deadpool?
husband or something?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're both like the. And he's
Who's the
like,
husband?
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds?
Yes.
And the fact that he's
Right here.
She's a babe.
Oh.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
cute.
They're adorable.
I like the pinup style hair. That's nice.
Yeah, she's
actually.
a babe.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right, Ash. What do you got?
Blake Lively is a babe, but I'm gonna say Kate Beckinsale also.
Kate Beckinsale.
She's a babe. She's a babe.
Definitely.
She aged well.
Yeah.
Like
looks
she-
exactly
Yeah,
the same.
she-
Same.
does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is a vampire.
Probably.
Yeah.
Totally.
She played one. She probably is one. Yeah.
Oh,
What-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a babe.
What about male actor?
Chris Hemsworth.
Who?
Chris Hemsworth.
yeah.
Thor.
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 Mhm.
Thor.
Mm-hmm.
He's a babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooke, what do you got?
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
He's like, does he just like keep getting like more ripped as he gets older? Like, what the?
I think he's aging better.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
he was good in the young. And
Yeah.
like all I can think of.
There's
I
a
think
handful of men that
Marky
as
Mark.
they age they get better looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way to describe
That's,
them.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
he-
several like.
Oh my God! Look at that second one, top left.
This Calvin
That's
Klein
the old
commercial.
Calvin Klein one.
Hey.
Wait, that's like
Too
here.
bad he's only 5'6".
He is. He's super
Oh,
short.
he's so just
No, he's like 5'9".
Pull him up. He's like
He's
5'6".
He's super short.
And he's laying down.
And I never realized
But
that
in
he
height.
he still carried the twang. Like I just recently watched him and Will Ferrell on a podcast situation or dad jokes,
Right.
and I was like, dang, his accent never disappeared.
No.
No,
Did
he's a little-
so? Did you see Boogie Nights?
And yeah.
So the big.
He's 5'8". He's not 5'6". He's 5'8".
And the fake attachment.
2 inches. Whoa.
2 inches makes a
Oh,
big
yeah.
difference.
So in Boogie Nights, like women really thought that was his penis, and it was like no.
Oh no,
that
they
was a
put out an
prosthetic.
article, that it was a prosthetic, yeah.
You know,
Like,
I see.
I would just give the guy fucking credit. Like, let him not have the prosthetic. Like, you gotta shit on him like that.
Well,
You know?
I need a bathroom
there's
break.
Yeah.
Why is it like all like big and highlighted 5'8"?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Because we
like, boom.
Because we Googled him. Gotta pee.
yeah.
You're good. All right. What do you got, Brooke? You want to check on her real quick? She just yelled for you.
Is she?
I thought so. No.
Are we still going?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
good.
still- oh,
We're
okay.
good.
Women. So there's 2. Jennifer Aniston,
Oh.
because she's
She's like a fine one.
No,
but
no,
she's
yes.
like Sandra
Yeah.
Bullock. Like they keep.
They have
getting
the
better
fountain.
at
They know
everything.
where the fountain of youth is.
They do, and I think it's because, like, in all honesty, I don't think that they ever partake in extremes.
Yeah.
They, you know, like they didn't like.
They're
Like I'm
very
all for
natural.
like Botox and things when the time comes,
Yeah.
but I also think that like you are supposed to age. Like you're not supposed to look 20 when you're 50. You know, kind of thing. Like same with Brad Pitt. Like he's amazing too.
Hang on, baby.
Hi, pretty girl.
But then there's the oh my gosh, who's the girl from? I can't think of her name. Transformers. She's married.
Megan Fox.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Up her thumbs.
Yep. Google Megan Fox's thumbs real quick, Robbie.
She's in my head. You don't need to Google.
No. I'm telling you, look at her thumbs.
They're
You'll
short.
think different. And they're stubby like
And
a
they're
big
stubby.
toe.
Like
Her
big toes.
thumbs?
They're short.
Yes. Makes it so awkward for a hand job.
What does that matter? Most of you just want the tip anyways.
Right? You don't need the thumbs for.
Alright, hey Rob.
Oh,
let's-
she does.
let's-
She has
Weird.
nubby thumbs.
Weird thumbs. Yeah, look at
Oh.
Rob,
This
right
one?
here, right now. Right by.
You know, you can't have everything
Over.
perfect.
Right?
Click on that.
That's
Hey,
how
we're-
God balances out.
We're gonna take a
Okay.
brief intermission and we're gonna pause this and let everyone go pee real quick.
Oh, now that I'm
Alright,
back.
5. Yep, we'll be back in 5. Creekwater Whiskey. It's an American whiskey distilled from a bourbon mash and finished with toasted wood chips. It's a full-flavored saloon-style whiskey that I honestly am a fan to be a partner of. Whiskey Tango Talks and Creekwater Whiskey have partnered up not just because I'm a fan of the owner, but because I believe in the company's policy of let's get weird. Go ahead and find yourself Creekwater Whiskey on IG and find out where you can purchase your bottle. Creekwater Whiskey. Let's get weird. It's a full flavored light beer. Take a sip. You're fine.
You would like it.
I've never heard that one either.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right,
Shotgun.
we're back. We're back if you guys haven't already fucking
No,
started
let's
listening.
not do shotgun.
Shot. No, all right.
Kind of
She's
tastes like
not a
Coors
fan.
Light.
Oh, that's good beer then.
Coors
No.
Light.
No,
You
it
better have
does
my rock-
not.
No, that's them IPAs.
Well, that's
Oh
just
my
it.
goodness.
She drinks-
Yeah, you fucking
she
drink
drinks
pennies.
I
Like-
drink
Pennies.
real
IPAs.
beer.
Oh. Oh,
No,
anyways.
okay.
All right, so Tam likes IPAs for you men
Oh,
listening
she has
out
a
there.
scab on her face.
She
That's like
has.
flavored water. You have to drink
You have a
like...
scab on your face because you decided to drink.
That was not IPA.
All right, getting back to it. All right, Jesus Christ.
That's you and me.
Kazi, I'm not going to start with you on this one because you're probably doing your dream job. So we're going to go with dream job.
Oh my god.
Dream
Well, I want
job.
to hear Kazi's dream job.
Go ahead.
My dream job?
Yeah, you're doing it.
You're doing it, right?
I will be doing it. It's a transition. I didn't go to school for eons to become a doctor so that I can continue doing like eyelashes for the rest of my life.
Right.
You do eyelashes?
I do.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, come to Scottsdale.
Oh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh.
No, I've just got my doctorate in endocrinology, and I would like to do more nutrition counseling in that aspect of it.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the road it's going to take while I continue to use it in my skincare
Throughout your IGs.
business. but eventually it's going to be more nutrition-based hormone therapy.
Men, women.
Men and women, even though my doctorate focus was mostly on men, I would love to have women too.
There you go. Tam?
Like testosterone, all that.
All that.
I have 2 answers.
Go ahead.
In a perfect world for me, it would be stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
But one day I'm going to have a studio, and it's going to be Fit Body by Tam.
Yes, girl.
Yep. Yeah, that's like,
So you want to do personal training for women?
or both. I just want to help people. I want to help people feel good about themselves, and challenge people, strengthen their mind, strengthen their body. Yeah, like that's my
Not
jam
part
right
of the
there.
3-plate gang yet.
The what?
3-plate gang. You already know. Dips.
Dips.
Yeah.
3-plate
You're still on
dips.
25 pounders.
I
I
am.
put 2 on me,
Oh.
okay?
What?
I am.
No. Get
What?
out.
3 plates as in like 3 tens.
Body weight, I can do like 50 dips without
Ooh.
stopping.
Mm.
Jesus.
Yeah, Mal, I feel like my
impressive.
boobs are gonna pop
50?
out.
Wait, like
Body weight.
like on a bench or like in like dip bars?
Dip bars.
In dip bars.
Wow, I think we should do like a
A dip
dip off.
That's not a dick off. A dip off. A dick off is completely
You know, it's
different.
funny because like that's like okay, you dip, and I hate dipping,
Mhm.
and I'm not talking about in the
I
mouth.
dip, you dip, we dip.
Yeah, we're not Tootsie Roll.
And hey, that's actually one of my questions I got for you guys. You want to go there next? We will.
Okay.
Ash, up to you though. Dream job.
I honestly haven't, I mean, it might be kind of sad to say, but I haven't really thought of like a dream job, just because I was kind of, I don't know
Our
the word
kid's
I want
going
to
through
use.
the pantry.
I hear her. I was blessed to get into the mortgage industry, and the job that I have now I'm very blessed for. But would I say it's my dream job? Probably not, but I don't really know what my dream job would be. I don't know. I think I'm very adaptable, so I could probably do anything, but I don't know. When I first stopped high school, I wanted to be a stenographer, and then that kind of like died out.
A what?
A stenographer,
Stenographer.
like ultrasound.
You should.
Okay.
Oh, I thought a stenographer was the person that takes notes in courtrooms.
No.
Isn't that?
No.
Look it up.
No, there's a nurse in the room. She knows.
No, I'm being dead serious though. What is the person that takes notes in a courtroom? I thought
It's
it
not a
was
stenographer.
Well, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
maybe
I know
it's
what
the
you're
same,
saying.
and maybe it's the same. I don't know what that's
I
called
don't know.
though.
That's weird.
Obviously, we've all had ultrasounds because we're like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Meanwhile, Derek's
Yeah.
over there like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's typing.
I'm broad science and the shit out of
The
it.
opposite end has balls test.
Hey, I'm pretty good at bro science. I stumped a doctor last time she was on.
Well, there's two.
Oh.
I did embarrass myself a lot.
No.
So I was
Well,
like,
you gave her alcohol, so she was
yeah,
scared.
and I was like, afterwards, I was like,
Oh shit.
Stenographer.
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 You were close. You were
I'm
close. You're close.
See?
Yes, I'm
not,
proud of you.
I'm not completely retarded.
No,
Yeah.
No.
not at all.
Not at all.
Brooke, what about you? What do you got?
So
We were just talking about how you put fingers in butts and
I do.
scrotums.
I do. So
Dream job.
I grew up. Do you ever like thumbs up in like a weird way?
wanting to
because I don't
massage
stick
the
my thumb in
prostate.
buttholes.
What do you put in a butthole?
Then my left index.
Left index. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Left.
Oh, yeah.
So
So every
I'm
time
a-
Mike is getting a hand job from you, he's got to think about all the buttholes. Mike, I hope you listen to this, pal.
Oh, you are.
Sorry.
So I'm a family nurse practitioner, so I do have a master's degree. Getting my doctorate, there's not a lot of incentive in that because it just doesn't get me any further than I need to. Was it my dream job? No. I thought I was going to be a homicide detective. But I also get to work with nothing but public safety. So I was emergency room trained. I did 10 years in the ER and trauma and you name it, right off the strip in Vegas to little rural towns. Like, I've done it all. So I've always just wanted to like give back. So the transition was going up in management because I never felt like you should be stagnant. And the emergency room is amazing, but it's super wearing. And so it's like go up in management or go back to school. And so when I finished my undergrad, I was like, crap, I gotta go back. I gotta become a nurse practitioner. And it was like a month before I graduated, and I was like, damn it. And I did that.
You were an ER nurse.
Oh yeah.
Right there, sister.
You do?
we really are like soulmates here.
Why don't we know each other yet? Because you live in Scottsdale.
That was not by choice.
I'm glad I could let you two meet.
Did we just become best friends?
Hey, we know about stepbrother references.
Yep.
So,
Jesus.
so when I decided to go back to school, it was like I already had like 2 degrees, 3 degrees, and then I was like, I have to have a bachelor's, and what am I going to do? And it's going to go up into management in the healthcare system, and the like corporate and ER, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, I am not going to forget the person that gave me the job I have. I was like, crap, I got a nurse practitioner school. And so then I fell into public safety, and so now I'm in my role that I get to be a family nurse practitioner, I get to give back to the community, and I get to take care of public safety, which touches close to home because of all my fire, cops, military, all of that.
Closer to the mic.
Cops, military, fire.
God damn it.
The hot guys in uniform.
Yes, until you sit in a room and have to stick your finger in their booties and check their balls in a cold room.
So can I ask you something?
Here we go.
We're on a podcast, you might as well.
Yeah, have another drink while you're at it. Let's do this.
Cheers,
ladies.
Chug.
Cheers.
That camera
Cheers.
sounds really good. You're good. Ask
Put
her.
your finger in Mike's butt.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Yeah.
Mike, right now.
No, he's not.
It's the same one that you use on other men?
Yeah.
Does he feel...
It's a no. I guess it depends the moment. There's different,
Okay, dirty little secrets. Men all like
Love it.
having their prostates.
I'm sure.
No. Correction.
Derek, have you ever had your
Liar.
bottle licked?
What? Wait, no, seriously,
I
what?
said liar.
Liar, and then somebody else said
Did
something.
you have your bottle licked ever?
My what?
Your bottle.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm all for tongue.
Okay.
I'm all for tongue. Finger, haven't been there yet. So.
Haven't been there yet.
Yes. I'm just saying, tongue is golden. Everything else is. I've had a finger in my butt by a doctor several times, and it's never been pleasant.
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Why?
Why what?
Like, why are you so afraid of the finger?
I'm not.
He's
I'm
not afraid.
He's
No, I'm
not afraid of it. She just is afraid. Do it.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. I'm not going there. I don't know.
No. I've had plenty of offers.
Like,
in
are
the
you
past.
afraid, like, they're gonna pull out a treasure or what?
No. Goddamn, Tim, that's funny though. No.
Rolls in this joint.
We really went there. Holy shit. No Tootsie Rolls. Alright. I vomited a little bit in my mouth. No.
I can't
No, and for my gay friends, Jordan was over here earlier. You know Jordan?
No, but
No.
You probably.
No.
I didn't think about
No,
that
you
part.
probably. No, you probably do. But no.
they think of it too.
No, but like even my gay friend Jordan's like, bro, like I can't take a shit without like scrubbing back there and like going deep in that shit to make sure my partner doesn't have an issue. Like
Yeah, because you're a giver or receiver.
right. But even as a heterosexual male, like I will not and I refuse to do anything with the booty unless
Like
I'm
penetration.
completely fucking clean.
And vice versa.
Like completely fucking
Well, that should
clean.
be like
Yeah.
anybody.
Like, so we're not talking
that should be
treasures
like
here, Tam.
women too.
Yeah. No,
Like, make
for-
sure your shit is fucking golden.
Yeah, like give me a bidet
Like top notch.
and let me spin around on that shit. Like I'm good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, Ashley has me shave her butthole for her sometimes.
Babe!
Yeah, this is why she didn't want to see the podcast.
Don't shave butthole. Say
just so you know.
bunny tail.
That's
Bunny
what my
tail.
wax lady said called
Bunny
it.
tail?
Bunny tail.
Bunny
I've
tail.
never heard
Like a
of
bunny
that.
tail.
Me neither.
You haven't?
I want my bunny.
You
I
should
want
go
my
ladies
bunny
girl.
tail.
But here's
I have
the
thought about
problem. Here's the problem with all this conversation.
Oh, Brookie.
There we go.
We all have an ass and a butthole.
Right.
All the same shit comes out.
Okay. Technical
So-
term.
So like, no, there's no butt.
There is a huge
There's a
butt.
taboo.
There's a huge butt because you want to make sure that like you're
No.
top notch before
Right.
that action happens.
No,
And
that's called you being generous
There you
to
go.
the partner.
Right.
However, there is a lot of people
Respectful.
that like don't understand grooming.
Oh, yes, that is the
true.
truth.
So we're talking about this in front of like people that understand
So and
maintenance.
but again, my gay friend who was just here, he is like he's bisexual in the sense of like he'll fuck with a chick if he's that horny,
Sure.
but he loves
The
men.
whole-
But he told me in general, like when it comes to other males, if they shave, he won't fuck with them. He wants it hairy.
Oh,
The giver or the receiver.
He's both.
oh.
Oh yeah, and he's
She's
a
like
big
a fucking
dude.
caveman.
He's a big dude. He's like 275. Yeah.
So and that's like to each their own. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Preference.
preference. And so so the thing is like you have to be comfortable with like what you're representing. So even though like you may choose to not groom yourself, if that brings you, it's either you don't know that there's anything different, or that you prefer to have chia.
Oh, I'm not just talking about like hair. I'm talking about like making sure that like entrance and exit are like good.
Jordan.
Yeah.
From Mountainside, Jordan. You guys don't remember him? No.
Oh.
Jordan.
She's like, I don't know, Jordan.
I don't know. I gotta look at
Yeah.
that. Not
I'm not talking about like the grooming aspect.
Yeah, he's all for hairy men. Yeah, and he's a bear. He's
He
usually
likes other bears.
he's usually top dominant.
But, I
No,
mean,
he doesn't like other bears. His male is very feminine. So,
Oh.
yeah.
so do you girls prefer men shaven, or do you care about hairs or prickles?
I do. I
or-
want choke.
If I don't want a hairball.
Yeah.
Looks
Like,
I'm
I don't
not
want hair in
flossing.
my teeth. Yes, like
Yeah.
flossing. Like, I don't want that.
But I also don't want bear.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement. Groomed, maintained.
I'm gonna
I
have
want
to
it
say
not
I
bald.
think
I want
I
it
prefer
trimmed.
like a bear or like almost. Mm-hmm.
But I don't want it. I don't like.
I don't want a hairball. I want the tickle.
I don't want it because it's like no,
Like
but
a cat
short and
ball.
trimmed. I don't want pre-puberty. Where
Okay.
most guys are gonna want bald or a
No.
strip or something.
No. See, like
No.
no. And I've tried to explain this to Ashley. Like, like bald is okay. I get it.
Men don't care.
No, men care. Oh fuck,
Well,
men care.
Men
Like,
like
I'm not trying to fuck an armpit, okay? Like a man armpit. No.
right, but
No, but like, like if you were to take trimmers and just shave over it, and there's like a thin like hairline, like you're with a woman. Like I get it, it's gonna happen. If I wanted to fuck a teenage girl, then there's a problem. You see what I'm saying? For most men, that
I
like
don't.
for most, no, but women shave for themselves. To be honest,
I agree.
women shave for themselves because they're not comfortable with hair. Men would be comfortable with a little bit of hair. I guarantee it.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
wait,
Not.
that
Well, I'm just talking
men would prefer girls to have hair?
a little bit. Yeah,
Oh,
I think so.
okay.
As
Just
somebody
go ahead.
who's like TMI, but I think we're there because I'm like
Yeah.
5 drinks in now.
Right.
As somebody who's been bald their whole life, I was a dancer and it caused like issues when you're
Okay.
in leotard and tights all the time.
Right. Rubbing hair
You
falls.
gotta be cheerleaders.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
I get it.
So like I've literally taken care of everything my entire life. I have been told that they would prefer a little bit more because at one point in time I did look like a teenage or like a prepubescent girl.
Yeah.
See, and for some men, that's an issue. Like that's an issue. I'm not saying all men want hair by any means. I'm just saying some men prefer a little bit.
And I think some don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Yeah, don't care. I'm
If
gonna
it's
do what I
wet,
want to do.
I mean-
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been told that and been like, well, fuck you, I'm going to do this anyway because I'm used to it and comfortable
Right.
with it.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. If a woman's comfortable with it, then let her have it. If she's not comfortable with it, shave it. It's fine. Like a man should be okay with what the woman wants. That's what it comes
And a
down
man
to.
would be.
Not all men. I mean, some men are overbearing and
I
assholeish.
can't imagine a man being like, "Oh, you're bald. Okay, no, we're not going there."
Right. True.
They maybe go, holy cow, look at the bush.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy
I
fuck,
can
are we
say-
in France?
So I did 10 years of ER.
Yeah, if a woman looks like
Like-
Robbie's beard, there's a problem.
Sometimes actually does that.
It never fails. You're gonna end up in a car accident the day you didn't fucking cut your toenails, get a pedicure, and you have granny panties on and you didn't shave.
Yeah.
That's the day. It's a bad day.
And
And you're gonna end up in the ER,
Yeah.
and you're gonna end up with somebody digging in your things that you don't. like.
yeah, and from somebody who's also worked in the
How the fuck
ER,
did we get
I
here?
find that there's, no matter what, how disgustingly, like if you haven't bathed for a week, or you're overweight, you're
I don't
underweight,
even know
you're
how we got here.
full bush, you're completely bald, there is always going to be somebody who
This
wants
is the
to
last
fuck you,
one.
and there's always going to be like,
Girl,
Tam
I
just
have
about
dug
a button, we have
Cheeto
dog.
bags
Far off. Right?
out of a
I'm okay
vagina.
with it though. This is-
chocolate green army men out of assholes.
Yeah, honey.
Like,
You know.
Wait, what? What did I just?
Animals?
yeah.
Animals
About ER
Like,
stories.
Those little green army men on Toy Story?
have been up.
have been
Booty
up
holes.
people's butts.
Yeah.
I've seen
Light
toy
bulbs.
cars. Yeah.
Light bulbs up people's asses.
Why?
The things that
Why?
I pulled out
Why?
of people's asses.
Why?
Men and women. Men and women.
Are they high when they come in?
That's
Those
their
mainly
thing.
men.
That's their thing.
What?
Mainly men.
I have dug more things out of men than women.
Dug?
agree.
You've dug things out of men.
It's
Honey,
like,
do you
know who I am?
Yes, I do, but like you've had to dig. Like
Do you think that things just pop out and they show up in the ER? Because I'm going to pop them out.
I don't know. I've never like imagined having to like
potato.
dig something out of.
What? Out. Red or brown?
it was a brown potato and a
But was it red before it went in?
and a hairspray cap. I'm just saying.
A hairspray cap
gosh.
shampoo issued hospital bottles.
Why?
Honey,
This took an odd turn.
you know, because you don't, because you know,
Literally, Tam
people like ass play. That's why.
I think that we
But
should
what's
do an
like wrong with your
episode that
hands?
just ER
That's why are we
nurses.
putting objects in there?
Oh,
Foreign
There's like
objects.
sex toys, like
fingers eventually don't work.
It's a
Yeah, but
fetish.
then you
Stick
go to,
hot
like,
glue
the-
gun sticks up your penis hole.
Wait, what? What?
Ink pens.
What?
Yes.
You just let that shit melt. You just pee fucking red for 3 days.
No.
A hot glue gun sticks. You just let that shit. You go to surgery. Oh, it never happened before. Well, sorry, sir, but
So,
today
It
you're
never
going to
happened
surgery.
before.
I love the excuses. I fell on it.
Well, when you have like your young son,
Great.
and Dad's like, his stomach's vibrating, and I'm like, I mean his stomach's vibrating, and he's like, well, you know, I was back massaging myself, and I fell on the back massager, and I'm like, oh, just to cure,
So that's like a normal thing for men to like grab vibrators.
or boys,
Or men.
or babies,
Yeah.
or boys.
Boys.
Okay.
That
'Cause I was
starts
really concerned at one point in
as soon
my
as they
life.
discover their penis.
They're like, oh, what's this?
Oh,
because
There's a
people
hole.
like
I should
booty
put
play.
something in it.
No.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is what you have to look forward to,
Yeah.
Dan.
No, not before you. Now I'm like putting like the puzzle together.
I didn't mean to give my best friend a aha.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Let this go on for too long.
Again, a whole nother episode on ER nurses. And what they
There you go. There you go.
Fucking down, to be honest.
That would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck.
Derek's like, oh,
Wow.
well, I'm gonna invite
No,
them back.
I sat back and Robbie and I were just like, let this shit go. This is great. we went from
You
Mike
never got
having
two ER people together.
no, but we
Oh
went
my
from
gosh.
Mike having
You're
a
nurse.
finger in his
I
butt
was
to like
nurse.
they
Okay,
are
so-
back
okay.
to shitting butts. So
I
And
Definitely not
I
where.
have a decade under my
Well,
belt.
since we're here,
Yeah.
like anal, what are your thoughts on anal?
love it. Oh my god, did I just say ow?
You straight yelled it. There wasn't even a, hey, I like
That
it.
was gonna come out.
Okay. So, Tam loves it.
How about you promote your Maxim thing now?
Go to her bio, that's Fit Body Tam. Maxim Magazine. She is
I'm
currently
totally
in first
kidding. I'm
place.
so kidding. I'm so kidding.
Liar.
I'm totally kidding.
You yelled. No, seriously, for men that don't eat the leather donut, you should probably go to hell.
Wait, what's the bug?
The butthole. Anybody that does not eat the butthole.
like
Tongue the butthole.
the brown starfish,
Brown starfish. The leather donut. That's
the
what I
one-eyed
call it.
monkey.
I have a
Yeah.
confession. I've never done it.
You've never done it? You've never done it in your butt?
No.
Why?
Because it fucking hurts.
No.
I've been afraid to.
Honey.
All right.
I'd be scared too.
You're afraid to. So,
That and I was like,
no, but this is a conversation. This is good
I
because
cannot share this podcast.
yeah.
My mother, my grandmother hear this.
Don't tell them.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Advertise
No,
to
listen,
your
listen.
mom and grandma.
I wasn't going to ask any questions like this, but you guys went into butt objects,
For like
potatoes.
25 minutes.
Yeah, for 25 minutes. Anyways, no, but there's women out there that do and don't. So that's a good question.
That
So
is,
never
it
done
is a
it.
very good question.
Never done
It's
it.
definitely something that you should try.
and with the
When
right
the
person.
moment comes.
Why- what's the right
yeah.
Well,
person.
I'll be completely
I don't-
transparent since my wife is probably going to kill me anyways. It's moment. It's the right moment.
Yes.
And I think like
Not for all women, but for most women, it's the right moment.
What's the
Yes.
right moment?
Like the mood, like
You can't just be
I'm
like,
sorry, do you ever wake up and you're like, I want to get fucked in the ass?
no, but I'm saying like when you're having sex,
Right.
the mood of
And
that
so
has to
excited
be.
for
tiniest
this
person
podcast.
in this room.
Brooke, you've seen too much shit up people's asses. It's probably why you don't enjoy it.
Exactly.
You know, I want to.
No, she talks about like the inverted buttholes or the
No,
what is
I
it
want
called?
to take
prolapse.
Prolapse. She's so scared by a prolapse
But you know,
butthole.
that's the thing. Like,
That a girl cause it. Get it.
Get it.
I'm
Hit
making
me.
Elephant trunk.
hit you. Tell me
That's
when.
not
I need ice.
my house.
Okay.
do you guys edit this?
No, they do not.
Families
No,
only.
they don't. If you need them to, thank you.
So
What?
I have seen way too much in my day.
Thank
so
you,
like,
It's probably not a
Oh,
turn on when you
like-
see assholes all.
No, she straight up showed me prolapse buttholes.
Exactly.
We were like,
obviously like major rectal bleeding.
Let's nick the anal talk.
Thank you.
Length or thickness? How about that?
motion in the ocean.
Or motion in the ocean?
It's not size.
You're not
but what
getting
you-
motion with.
A pinky.
Well,
Thank you,
I
Dazzy,
have not
for placing
Wait, what
experienced
is it?
a pinky. There.
Well, I'm just saying you can't say that. You can't say that
You wanna-
because there's got to be
stink.
Okay, I'm listening.
How did I go to
What
this?
were we talking about?
Agree.
What was the question?
Girth or
Thickness.
length?
Girth or length?
I think it depends positional.
Yes. And
I think the perfect size would be a little extra girth, but average
What's average?
length.
But when you talk about girth, then you get into the fact that what if that guy wants to have anal?
And then it
It's
becomes a problem.
All right. All right, we're moving on. Dream vacation is the next question for you ladies. All right.
that's a very weird turn.
To G-rating.
But, no. But the conversation started with Tam asking Brooke about Mike and fingers in the butthole. Then you
That's
got
true. Your fault.
a tangent, which I'm okay
I
with.
know.
Because
I'm
this
so
shit
sorry.
makes for a great podcast.
Brookie and I talk about this stuff all the time.
In front of Mike.
In
Gotcha.
front of Mike.
For Mike.
No.
No.
I
Okay.
haven't met
No,
Mike,
it's
but
curiosity.
So Mike,
No.
Mike may show up,
You're
and
good.
Mike would chime into this, and none of us would ever talk, because he'd tell you himself.
Yeah, Mike's a
Like,
great guy.
that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like,
Yeah.
there's
He's awesome.
So here's the thing. Like
Top
the beauty
five guys
in
I've
my
ever met in my
relationship is that there is no holds bar with us. Like we have been through the shit of the shit, and things
Great.
that like people don't recover from, and we recover, and we are better than we've ever been. And I can't say that it's because it's
Preach.
hard, brutal, stupid honesty where it's like and it's things that like all of us should be in a relationship, and Tam's witnessed it like firsthand, that like it's things that you go, are you sure?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yes.
why not? Because like at the end of the day, like I don't want to be with somebody that can't be brutally honest with me, and I mean to the fault. And props to Mike because he's gonna listen to this. And maybe watch it. No. But like
This is the Mike Podcast 2.0.
no. But like I feel like relationships,
I love it.
relationships are something that we all like crave, and we all want like that soulmate and that love.
We do.
I
Yes.
think
Well, yes, you
You
do.
are bitter.
You're super
I'm not
bitter.
bitter. I'm not bitter. I don't
No,
believe in soulmates.
No.
I don't believe in soulmates either, but
I'm
I
gonna
do
agree with
believe in
Tam.
love.
I'm gonna agree with Tam.
I don't
And-
believe in soulmates. I don't.
No,
Oh.
no, not soulmate. Okay, that's the wrong word. I
No.
don't believe in that either.
Tam, I'll agree with you on the fact that you're not bitter. You're just you're aware.
Absolutely.
So is that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I've been married twice now. I've been married now to my second for 10 years. Like, and it took stupid hard conversations and realities of the things that none of us want to talk about, and that we're not going to talk about on this podcast. But that made my relationship what it is today. And it is something that it's a hard truth to suck down, but all of us at the end of the day want love and connection, and want somebody to grow old with. So what's it
And
gonna
a
take?
male perspective would agree with you that 100%.
Yeah.
Also space.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And non-control.
There you go.
Why should you be controlled?
Nobody.
I've never been controlled, and to be honest, like he's never been like, oh, how much did you spend on that? I go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I spent so much money on this, and he's like, I don't care, you deserve it. And I'm like, but
I've, like, had
we
to
may
return.
not pay it.
No, control is a form of immaturity.
Insecurity.
Insecurity.
But at
Insecurity,
some time
yes.
in our life,
Mm-hmm.
women were taught we should control our men. We should prevent them from going shooting, going hunting, going like.
You know why golf was created? Was so men could get away from women.
Sure, and I fucking hate golf, so have at it.
And I don't golf, so.
But you want to go play some pickleball? I'll destroy you.
Right.
Or you want to play some tennis? You know, so there's things that like in my relationship of 10 years, which has been like a mind blowing situation. You can't get things besides there's been everything but abuse. There's been no abuse ever. So I can't say that piece to
Yeah,
a growth
whoever's
relationship, but so my husband can sit here and he'd be laughing.
Yeah.
And he'd want to chime in, but he needs to shut up. That's how it is.
I like it. It's good. All right. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
what was the question?
No, we went off tangent again.
Yeah.
Vacation. Dream vacation is what I want to know.
Oh.
We'll start with Ash. We're getting back on the actual podcast.
Oh.
Even though I love it. I love it.
I don't know. I have a couple. I would love to visit Hawaii one day. We've talked about it. Never
Girl,
been.
On the cheap.
Huh?
You can go on a really cheap way.
Really?
Well,
Went limp on me.
That never happened.
I don't know. I want to also visit somewhere like very cabiny, like in Montana, somewhere very secluded where you don't have to fucking. Yes, what I posted today, where you don't have to care about anything, no plan, just wilderness. I don't know. So I have a few that are different. But I would love to visit Hawaii one day.
Yeah, you need to do that.
I do.
ASAP. We live on the West Coast. It's way cheaper.
Yeah.
I grew up on the East Coast. It's not cheap.
Really?
$1,000 a ticket.
So you've been, which island would you suggest?
Maui.
To Kauai.
Maui?
That's the only one I haven't been to.
I haven't been to Maui. It's the only one I've been to.
I've always wanted to go to Kauai.
So
to do
just
that hike.
draw a
Hawaii,
name from a
It
hat.
depends what you want.
I don't know. I
And
want
you
to
air
hike. I want
B&B it.
to...
For sure.
Yes.
So,
Don't
no matter what island you pick, I don't think you can go wrong. It's how you book your trips.
Okay. Airbnb it. Okay. I think it's Kauai. I heard it's very touristy though.
No.
No?
Kauai,
the least
the
touristy.
least.
Really?
Kauai is you sit back and you
That's what I want.
mellow.
No worries.
Oahu is the most touristy.
Yeah,
Because it's
Maui.
got like Pearl Harbor.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oahu.
And you can escape that.
Yeah.
But when you've never been to Hawaii, you want to do it all.
Yeah.
And that's where we went wrong with Minnie, because I think you want to do it all, and then you almost have to go back and you just have to beach it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think
where
I'm gonna go there
Maui's
just to
the
relax.
best.
But you haven't been to
hike.
Kauai.
It's true. It's true.
So Kauai to me is like super island life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which I think
Maui's
I wanna
gonna be where I go
experience. Yeah.
before I go back to Kauai. I'm gonna go to Maui, but I feel like you can make it as much or as little as you want. If you Airbnb it,
Mm-hmm.
it's your choice. So when we Airbnb it with Kauai, we did all the okay, we're gonna go to the sugarcane ditches. We're gonna tube those, and we're gonna go do this. Where Indiana Jones did this,
See, those kind of things are cool to me too. But I want to just relax.
and which is why you
still
have to
going.
go
hike.
back.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
And the
still
fact that
going?
it's actually
Are we
easy
still
to
going?
get to from
Oh.
this side of the
Mhm.
country. Like, I've been multiple times, whereas I know, the East Coast, they always go to, the Bahamas or the
Right.
Keys or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. It really, people think that Hawaii is expensive to get to. The most expensive thing is your flight.
Really?
Yes.
Once you get there,
Yeah, I've heard
Airbnb
things
it.
there are
Besides, like,
expensive.
milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you Airbnb it though, you go and you buy your groceries and you do all that.
Oh, yeah.
We got an Airbnb that's like a condo at a resort-ish.
Yeah. Just make your own food.
It's the flight.
Where are we
It
at?
really is. And the flight
Who's
from
that?
us is nothing compared to the flight from the East Coast. So
Coast.
when I went to Oahu, I cheered in the Pro Bowl when I was a junior in high school. So I was with 98 degrees.
Oh, Jesus.
Nick Lachey still looks good.
He hasn't aged.
He hasn't.
No.
He did good.
All right. Kazi, what about you? Dream vacation.
Dream vacation would be to just backpack all over Europe and Asia.
Yeah.
Yes,
Same trip.
I think it
That's
would be to take a long time off. I've had the privilege of being able to travel.
Agreed.
I am a first generation, so I've spent a lot of time going back home to visit family. I've had brothers that lived abroad, so I've gotten to visit them. I've had friends that lived abroad. But to be able to, and this comes with being a business owner and having some sort of, I personally don't consider my social media to be that big of a platform, but it is overwhelming on some occasions. But to be able to turn my phone off and to just go for a long period of time without having to check in constantly, that is a fantasy of mine.
It's a
Just to
demon and a curse
disconnect.
to have social
Yes.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find social media so
Exhausting.
I
overwhelming.
agree. And I think that we're going to find that a lot more than, because we're all in our 30s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That we're going to find that a lot more than the generation that's in their 20s.
Right,
Oh
they
my
don't
gosh,
even
yes.
know.
They don't know life without it.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was 19.
Me too, 18. I had to buy my own.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what text messaging was until I was 23.
Probably the same. Like, I'm still to this day, I am a terrible text message person.
But
I'm very bad at communicating that way.
well, but so here's the flip side, because I
Tam's
feel like
the
Tam's
worst.
a little, but I also feel like Tam was late to the game. So
What do you mean?
Yeah. Let's
no,
do that.
because I feel like because of your
Yeah.
previous
Situation.
situation.
There we go.
So until a year ago, you hardly had social media.
I hardly had social.
Okay.
Like,
So you're talking at
I
30
hardly had social.
33 years old, like you never had social media, where like, even though I've been doing it for 10 years, you're new to it. So you're what I enticed a decade ago-ish, whatever, whenever Facebook came about. I don't know, I had MySpace. Whatever happened
didn't
to
we
that?
all?
What happened to that account? I don't even know.
Yeah. That'd be great to pull back up.
I couldn't even remember my last words in my life.
I used to have like
So,
intro songs.
So that's kind of where like,
Remember that?
so
intro
where it was
songs. You
kinda
click
like
on somebody's
really,
page.
take a picture, do this, do that. Where like, it's really exciting for you because you finally got a breath of fresh air.
And see, as somebody who didn't have...
But it is overwhelming for me though. Like
Because
especially
you
like,
also have made yourself public.
And
well, but with what I'm doing, it's like
Public.
there is a demand, of having to be.
How many dick pics do you get?
I have not gotten one actually.
And I've never gotten
Step your
this.
fucking game up.
No, because
No,
okay,
no,
so
no,
recently,
give it
like 2 days ago, that was like my most risque photo I've ever posted, and
Have
I
you
was
seen my
very
Instagram?
my booty.
No.
I have not posted, like I posted one half-ass shot, and I still get dick pics on a regular basis.
I have
And
never.
For
gotten
the
a dick
record,
pic.
I have
What's
only
up?
been on social
I've
media
never
like
gotten
2.5
most of
years.
dicks anyways.
Probably, and that's where they're like, this isn't impressive to her. She's already seen it.
But have the Russians and Middle Easterners discovered you yet?
the what? The what?
Russians and Middle Easterners.
They're all.
Because
I've gotten some
Let
like Middle
me see
Eastern, but
your
like,
boob.
honestly, like the DMs that come in, like I don't even entertain. Like
let me
Let me
see your
spell
vagina.
Let me see your bub.
Send a pic of your vagina and then picture of.
do you post like risque stuff though?
No,
No.
you want to see my
Yeah.
like
Please, I'm gonna follow you anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're like my new like risky homie.
She ain't replacing me.
See?
Yeah, Tam. When I
No.
posted your picture the
You're
other day.
irreplaceable, Brittany.
This is the shit that I post.
I love you.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And then for the record, I actually get paid.
Damn, girl, look at your abs. I've got some fucking laundry. Can I borrow that shit? Hey, girl.
So any photos that show skin, I get paid to take those.
Okay,
Hey.
so I'm gonna have you follow me.
I already do follow you.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh my god.
Lord have mercy.
I already knew you guys before you knew me.
Really? Oh, I feel
know
so
you.
like
I know
I feel
you
so
now.
like privileged.
And now you know, like, we actually have a better connection.
We
than
still
that.
And that's pretty hot.
I don't
Thank
post
you.
it.
Do you want to take pictures of me
Oh,
like that?
my kid.
I'll take pictures
Do you
of
want
you
to play?
like that.
Do you want to play?
Oh,
Moving on.
Let's play.
Let's do it.
Because I need
Like,
some like
anal play?
content.
I always
For
need
this stupid.
content.
I can't say stupid. I take
Yes.
that back.
You know,
The contest I'm in.
Hey,
the contest I'm
Social
in.
media is overwhelming.
It is. Like to make one post a day, I'm like, oh fuck.
well, you're gonna get a lot of hits.
I don't even do
because
one
they know you
post
like
a
anal
day. Now. Like my
Shit.
very first like lingerie shot, because that's
Never
the
done
only.
those.
I'm
Neither.
33 years old, and that's the only modeling gigs I get anymore is lingerie and bikini.
Did you hashtag it women empowerment?
That's an inside joke.
You're only 33.
I am 33.
But did you? Did you?
I should know.
No, you said.
Wait, no,
You're 30.
I'm 30.
no. We'll explain off air.
How old are you?
We'll explain.
He's
off air.
36. He
36.
just turned 36.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna.
you're the baby robber.
I'm the what?
He's the baby robber,
Oh.
the cradle robber.
Yeah. I tried for
Wait,
younger.
Ash, how old are you?
She's only
be.
Yeah, she's only got about 2 more years before I trade her.
I'm about to be 34. So am I. When's your birthday? October 21st.
Don't look at me like that.
November
It's a joke.
26th.
Calm your shit.
Bitches, I'm 35. Fuck y'all.
You're a whole fucking year older than us.
I'll
fucking year.
be 36 in April.
Whatever.
Whatever. Jesus Christ. I don't know how we keep getting off topic, but I love it.
Because this is where your bro content goes on.
I would like
You
to
guys
show
did
you
really
this
good.
bottle.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, that's how we keep getting off
True.
content.
I love it.
And I have been drinking.
I need to try that.
Show them.
You want to tell them what you
Yeah.
partook in
Creekwater.
prior to coming? Yeah, that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got started earlier before the rest of you.
Yeah. Not even mad at you. Alright, we're going to go with this real quick. Tam, hurry up with your pee.
Girl, that's why she made me late.
Right. Alright, we're going to start with Ashley. We'll go Brooke, Kazi, and Tam when she comes back. Best and worst thing, this was on the Bros podcast. This is why I'm bringing it up. Best and worst thing that you've seen on social media this week, and you can't use your messages.
My message.
Yeah, you
You
cannot
know
use
my
your
messages are the best thing. Like
No.
the people that slide into your DMs versus the ones that comment
See,
publicly.
you don't get it. So you need to go to like private. Because
Business.
mine would be things that I'd see.
Other
Business.
people's content.
Okay.
Other people.
I don't
okay,
know, babe.
gotcha.
I don't follow like retarded stuff that doesn't make me happy. So
I would say the same.
So the dog I sent you with the leash.
yes, that's adorable. That's
You
the
said
best
it.
thing.
The best and worst thing though.
I know, but worse, I don't follow dumb shit that like makes me roll my eyeballs.
I follow 480 puppy sites
Wow.
Or
that's
then to
torture.
me.
because I love puppies.
Yeah,
You know,
I think
girl.
we all do. Brooke's a communist.
Yeah. I really am. Like, I am not like.
A dog
I'm
person?
on social media. Dogs are fine.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care either way. Like, but
All right. Hold on. We're gonna get off track. Ashley, best and worst thing you've seen in social media.
I don't know. We send stuff about dogs all day.
Okay.
But worst, I really don't follow stuff on social media that like irritate me.
Okay.
Yeah, why would you follow something that irritates you?
No,
I will
like,
unfollow
for-
somebody if they irritate
For
me.
me, like going through like a kind of like just bored, taking a shit at work on the toilet. Like, oh, search engine, right? And IG.
If you
for
want to do that,
instance.
you're gonna brew yourself. some
Also,
pain.
like, if somebody's posting too much political stuff,
There
one
you-
way or another, whether I agree with it
There
or
you
not,
go.
I'm like,
Yeah. See.
You keep scrolling. Well, that's,
that's
me.
what I'm
I
saying.
keep scrolling. I'm
That's
like,
what I'm
whatever.
saying.
I have a worst.
Go ahead, Brooke.
So I follow this guy.
Oh,
He's amazing.
thank you.
His name is Derek Carver.
Oh, I was close.
I love you too.
Sorry, I tried.
So he's a vet.
Okay.
Do you follow him? You should. So he fucking had his leg amputated because of combat.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been going through osteogenesis. So he has been going through like putting an implant in that's gonna help him in the longevity of
For phantom pains.
phantom
having-
pains, and the fact
Yeah.
he doesn't have to use like a prosthesis, like he
Right.
connects and moves on, right? Connects and moves on.
Yeah.
So I follow him a lot because his content is real. Like he does not sugarcoat anything, and I don't want sugarcoating.
No filter.
I don't
Yeah.
want filters. Like, cause life's hard for all of us. So I have a tattoo on my body that says debug. It's don't bitch, you got it good. You fucking woke up today. A kid did not. Like, well, for whatever reason it is. So
Had a friend the other day. His
Yeah.
14-year-old daughter had 200 seizures and passed away.
bad
Nowhere.
motherfucking day.
Yeah.
Right? So he posted
Literally
so
two
he just went in for like his 60th or 61st surgery, and he got fucking blown up because he served our country.
Yeah.
So he is an amputee, and he's gone through all these trials and things, and he's been in the Olympia and lifting, and he's always been like personal training and kind of the route that I feel like all of us are kind of probably in. And he's been going through this process, and he was like, well, I may have to have a 61th surgery because I may have some blood and all this stuff. And it's like, he's got a fucking metal rod sticking out of his femur, what's left of it. And so he writes on his amputee, it's cold in here, don't look at this nub, look at this nub. Like, what the fuck? Like, kudos to this dude, right?
Yeah.
That's
Finding
going
the
through
positive.
fucking hell, but yet wants to be denied that he's disabled. The federal government wants to deny him that he's disabled because he can now have a fucking prosthesis that makes him walk maybe normal.
As somebody that's going through the VA process right now, that's fucking horseshit.
That bothers me to no end.
Yeah.
So, worst shit I've seen this week is like, this guy has a fucking piece of metal that he's gonna live with the rest of his life so that he can connect something to, so he can walk like you and I walk.
Yeah.
That's a thank you so much for your service, and fuck,
Yeah.
I walk normal. I'm complaining because I have some little bit of back pain, and I have my quads are sore because I did this, or I'm a little bit overweight, or whatever. We fucking woke up, and that's it. That's it. Good things. I don't know. You got fucking abs.
I mean, like everybody would
Ouch.
that.
And I'm not saying ouch, but I'm saying like because I follow social media that pertains to like my life. Like I want to be influenced by people that look good and feel good and have personal like things and like things that like I'm not gonna influence negativity. Like, oh, you have a cute haircut, or you're like, oh, I like your fashion, or stupid things that women follow. But like at the end of the day, we fucking woke up today and this kid that I diagnosed a month ago died. Bad day. Like, and that's a reality that so many of us want to focus on feminism and politics and this and that, and like we fucking woke up today. So that's a blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
But when I got it tattooed on my hip, that shit hurt, by the way.
All
We
right.
all still have our struggles, though.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
No,
your
it's
struggle
not like-
tomorrow is not my struggle today, and like
No,
I still
yeah.
empathize with it because like you and I can't come from different worlds, even though you're my best friend. And it's kind of like, hey, I can't do this today because my day was awful because this guy committed suicide yesterday and I saw him last week. Did I fuck up?
Going to space.
Maybe. You know, but it's one of those things that like you don't think of in a wholesome because our realities are only like this little tiny box. And how do we disembark?
Right.
A friend. A good friend? Hopefully. A good relationship? Hopefully. But for the most part, we're so judgmental as a society that why?
Brookie, I love you.
I love you too, and I
Hey, I got some best friends. But that's like the shit that's like, it's like I've had a bad week. And like, my bad week doesn't mean that like my husband, because he flies helicopters, 6 days a month, I'm like, you only fucking work 6 days a month. But any day I may get that phone call that you didn't survive your helicopter or whatever. Like, that's, we all live different realities, and we all live different craziness, right? So like, your emergency is not the same as mine. Doesn't mean it's any less.
Yeah.
That's why I was actually having this conversation with a friend yesterday, where social media and all of the, I don't have any time for this negativity, you're toxic, positive thinking. I'm like, you're actually making it worse for people who are struggling because you're
Really
making
struggling.
them feel guilty about being depressed or feeling pain for the struggles that they're going through. You're discounting their pain. And that is that's actually hurting our society. And I think that we should be more open to other people's pain, acknowledge it, and I don't know. I've been drinking too much, so
No,
I think it's a piece of where like you and I as strong females can bring this up, where it's reality most don't know. Like, you've seen it tonight where you're like, what? It's like, my reality is completely different than what you've experienced, ever.
Absolutely.
Even having somebody that's been in combat and seen the shit of the shit, you can't relate to where I'm like, I brush off certain things where I'm like, what? Doesn't mean that, like, my marriage or my relationship or whatever I'm striving for, which we, at the end of the day, what do we all want? Love. We
Acceptance.
all want love and acceptance. How do you get it?
They're your best friends.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do you in the ass.
Please.
I hear she's really good with that index finger.
But this doesn't do it for you. You like
And I'm like really good. You won't have to pull out treasure.
treasure.
She maintains her shit.
I do.
Honey.
What was the question?
Best and worst thing we've seen on social media.
I asked my question about dream vacations.
Oh yeah. Ashley has her nipples pierced. Does anyone else? I'm joking. Holy shit.
Ashley, you do? No, I'm the only one that does it.
The two of you were like,
I can raise my hand.
got him.
You liar.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have yours?
No, what? What?
Don't lie.
You're the only one in the room
I'm
that
the
has
only
nipples.
one in the room that doesn't have
I
my
can't hear right now.
I
You don't
think-
count
I think
anymore.
Kazi's the only one that doesn't have a tit job in here.
A what?
Fuck. I hate my
Remove?
shit.
Oh, no, they're fake.
Yeah, fake, fake, fake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate my shit. I do. Like, I wish I could get them out.
Okay, best and worst thing we've seen on social media. Kazi, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I only follow real people. And dogs. I follow a
So you
lot of
consider me
dogs.
real?
Oh,
Gee.
you talk about your kids.
Yeah.
You talked about your kids, and I love that. So the worst shit that I see on social media is either shared with me or through my DMs. So, like, this superficial bullshit that comes through.
I like it.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So the reason I think I have the following that I have is, first of all, I swear a lot. Second of all, I'm a blonde chick and I'm kind of fit.
Kind of. You have a fucking six-pack.
Okay.
That, like, considers you, like, fit?
But third is that I'm real. Like, I tell people, hey,
Your stories crack me up.
my life is a shit show. And because of that, like, I follow other people who are just like me, where they're perfectly honest that their life is a shit show. And I love that about them. The best shit that I see, though, is hot dudes. Hot guys with dogs or hot dudes with dogs.
Wait, what? I haven't seen this.
Hot dudes with dogs.
Do you actually scroll?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I don't have a life, though. Like,
Well, like, when I'm working, I work from home.
oh, I don't scroll through my feed. Like, I'll go to these actual sites, like certain dog Instagrams or hot dudes with dogs, and I'll just scroll through and be like, oh, that would be nice if he was my boyfriend. Oh, I want that puppy. I want that puppy.
Oh, I know.
But
Ashley,
Be gentle.
is there no more PB?
that's when I need to laugh. For everybody who's listening, we just finished off a whole bottle, and we're working on number 2 right now. So in case we aren't making any sense,
No, you guys have been good, actually.
now you know why.
So,
By the
Creek fucking water, here you come.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Creek fucking water.
Damn, best and worst thing you've seen on social media. And we only got one more topic left.
Really, best and worst?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I love the, like... Do I want to go there?
I'm listening.
I want
Oh
to
my
hear
God.
the worst
Can I
first.
tell you about the DM
I
that I
want to
got
hear
today?
the worst first. Oh, yes.
Okay, well, she's thinking of her best and worst.
Okay.
So, for those of you who don't follow me, I had to have an emergency mammogram today.
I did watch that.
So, I actually had an asshole DM me saying that this was a good thing, that I needed to have bigger tits anyway. I should just cut them off and get bigger tits.
Okay.
Yeah, I did see that.
That guy's super cool.
For your information, my tits are just as good as they were when I was 20, and they may be little, but they are fierce.
But they're
My nipples are not inverted.
talk about boobies.
Should we talk about boobies? Do you
Go
want
ahead.
to talk about like your
I
best
don't
and
give a
worst?
fuck about talking what.
No, we should tell our own why. Why boobies?
Why boobies?
Why boobies?
That's a good
Okay.
topic.
Can we do boobies?
Are we talking about
Yeah.
boobies now?
Yes.
I don't know y'all's cues over there.
We're
Yonder.
talking.
Yes.
about-
Over
You guys
yonder.
can talk about boobs. We're
Yeah.
letting you guys go. Having fun.
Oh, me first?
Oh,
Who wants
yeah.
to go first?
Go.
Into-
My
Let's
boobies.
go start.
Into
Wait,
the mic.
No. Let me.
Into the mic.
So let's go. No boobies.
Into the mic.
Wait, who doesn't have fake boobies?
Me.
She doesn't.
You're the only one?
I'm the only
No
one.
boobies and why? Hate boobies and
Yeah,
why?
no, Robbie and I don't have fake boobs.
We know. Oh shit, that's not peanut butter whiskey.
Oh.
Jesus
I
Christ.
gotta try that.
It's
Here.
good. It's
Here.
good.
Where is here? Pour
Okay.
this in there.
So I'm the only one who's natural.
Who's going like this?
Wait a second. Wait the fuck a second.
What?
Saline is all natural.
You didn't say it right in your standards.
Okay. Anyway, what was the question?
We're just talking
You
about
guys were
boobs.
just talking about boobs.
Okay. Okay, Brooke,
The fifth
where are you
whiskey's
going
gone.
with this? Why did I need to go
No,
first?
I was just saying like, so go from something
The only
that,
person in here that
for
didn't
instance,
have
like, you don't
implants.
have,
Do you feel like pressure
Children.
from society
you
that
have no
you
fake
need?
boobs? Like, why? What is your decision?
Hold on,
where
time
you
out,
at?
time out.
Sorry.
Can I see 'em?
When
Sure.
later.
Not on this video.
Yeah, later.
Why?
We're
Because we're on
recording.
videoing.
We're recording, and I'm in the room. Listen to me real quick. Okay. We got far off topic. You guys are going to talk about boobs. Figure it out. And then we can go on. from
We
there.
don't need this.
Are we talking about boobs?
Yeah,
We're talking-
What do you want us to talk about?
No, I think
Do you
it's
want
a
me
good
to
topic.
answer the question or
Yes.
not?
Answer the question.
Yes.
Okay, first of
You
all,
asked what we were talking about. That's why I. All right.
I am not from the Phoenix Valley, like, so where I come from, even my eyelashes are overboard.
Can you tell where you're
This
from?
so serious look on your
But
face.
wait, what about
I'm
your?
from Oregon, and
Oh.
I am from,
Yeah, I have a different because I'm thinking, like, still West Coast.
it is West Coast. We're a little bit hippie. I'm from Portland.
Virginia.
Portland is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
This
Yeah,
podcast
that's it.
is beautiful. This is
Like-
hilarious.
I've lived in Portland longer than I lived anywhere else. I'm originally from Southern Oregon, but again, like, you don't have fake boobs there. You don't have fake anything there. I don't even dye my hair except for pink. I've never like done
That's
any.
natural from the roots.
Yeah, this is my hair color.
On camera.
Keith? Again.
So
You're just
We have fake
naturally
eyelashes.
super fucking hot.
well, except for the eyelashes.
What the fuck?
And that's only for business purposes.
This coming from a bitch that has 3 kids and has abs.
Yeah, exactly.
And eyelashes. And fake
You
boobs.
right now.
You. Anyway, my mother was not that much older than I was when she got breast cancer. My aunt was in her late 30s. My great-grandmother was actually 44 when she passed away from breast cancer. So to me, like, the thought of putting something in there that may hinder me being able to detect something has been a big deterrent. On top of that, I grew up in a ballet community where big breasts were not a big deal. And until I moved to Scottsdale, where everything is fake, it never even occurred to me. And nobody had ever said, like, until I moved to Scottsdale, and this has been mentioned to me multiple times since moving here.
Which is when?
Will be 4 years at the end of next month.
Okay.
You would be more proportioned if you were a C or a D cup. Didn't ever even occur to me. Never even thought about it. My lifestyle, I used to be a runner, a climber, a dancer. Those would have gotten in the way. And I come from curvy women. My mom was a double D by the time she was like in 6th grade. Because I was active, I never had anything. And I've never been self-conscious about it until I moved here and was told that there is something wrong with my body. And really, like, it's almost been a point of rebellion to stay natural.
Touche.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And even today, when a man actually reached out to tell me that I should have bigger breasts, I was like, fuck you, get a bigger dick.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Tam.
What was the question?
We're talking about boobs.
Why'd you get
So why did you
implants?
get them?
Oh, I don't know. Ever since I was little, I was not breastfed. I was not really exposed to breastfeeding. But there's pictures my mom has, like, of me as a little girl breastfeeding my puppies, my baby dolls, like.
You were meant to be a mom.
Yeah, but so I don't know if it was like already like in my head. Like my mom didn't have fake boobs. Like she was like, you know, natural, nice size. There was nobody in my family that had implants, but my mom does have pictures of me like stuffing my bra or like as a little girl, you know.
Same.
Yeah, you too. So I took it to extreme, apparently. But when I got to elementary school, like I was always smaller than all the girls, very petite, skinny. I had a really huge gap in my teeth. Oh my god. Like I was able to fit a quarter and a dime in my gap. Straight up, like.
Thank
And
God
I know
for
this because
braces,
I did it. I was trying to measure.
I've done that.
So, all my friends had their period by like 5th, 6th grade, and they had like boobs and a butt, and like they were getting those like curves, and I just had that like gymnast little like body, you know. I really didn't have any like exposure of huge breasts. But I just always wanted like bigger, I guess. So when I was 22, 23, I won a lawsuit for sexual harassment. So I bought boobs.
He sexually harassed me and me bigger tits now.
Sexually harassed me, so I bought tits. I don't know. I felt more. No, not even like it wasn't. Yeah, maybe, but like I felt more feminine, like fitting in shirts differently. Like there was like lumps, there was curves, there was.
And now what? You want them or don't?
No, I wish I could get them taken out and just be like all natural for
Nothing.
sure. Yeah.
I understand.
There's because I guess the insecurity
Even
that
if
was
there was
like
nothing there, you don't care.
even if there was nothing there, I've got so much more beauty. So that just like doesn't even right? That doesn't even that was like a young insecurity that just grew and stuck with me.
But as a girl who grew up looking like a 12-year-old boy until she was like 30, I get the wanting to have curves. But that's what I fell in love with weightlifting. I was like, oh my god, I have a butt.
Oh, yeah. Like, when I was that little, like,
you're kind of that, like, you held it out.
Yeah.
And now you're like, people are going, figure their
Damn.
points out. They're like, damn. Like,
but we're also in a stage of time where, like, natural is more desired. So I
think
feel
in
like
some
every
ways.
every era shifts. Like look
Sure.
at 5 years ago, it was like the bigger the tits, the better. Like
The Pamela Anderson of it.
Pamela Anderson, exactly.
no,
So
no,
like
you're right.
the
You're going to
trend
see
shifts.
repeating. I mean, look at clothing.
But when it comes down to it, like natural, like
Always
if you think right, but if you think like as a girl, like you don't want to get big tits because like you're feeling bad. You want to get big tits because you're thinking of like how you're supposed to look like more feminine for like a male in the future, right? So like now though it's more desired to have that like more natural, that softness, that curviness. Like it's gonna change. It's gonna change.
Yeah, like in the early 2000s when, by the way, my hair is naturally like super curly. I had a Brazilian in June that like straightened my hair. But I think about when I was in like my early 20s or late high school and straight hair, the Kate Moss look, basically. Straight hair, straight up and down body. Well, I had the straight up and down body, but I couldn't get my hair to go straight. Now I can get my hair to go straight, and I'm like working desperately for curves. Like I have to eat an astronomical amount of calories to maintain my curves and lift heavy ass weights. I just think that we're constantly trying to stay with what's in, and then it's going to keep shifting. Like overplucked eyebrows, bushy eyebrows. It's we're constantly chasing the trend.
Like we're,
Yeah.
I'm like gonna go to a '90s bar crawl tomorrow, and I can just go to Chili's and fucking buy my shit. Like I was trying to get away from those things, and now I don't even know how to dress. I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what about my life? I got boobs as a rebellion. Like I think it was a.
That's what I was doing. I'm not bored.
You're bored.
No. I'm actually loving this.
That's really cute.
This is
Actually,
nice.
what? His
Read
picture
it.
of us.
Read it.
Oh, I didn't read it, but I will.
What the fuck?
I look at a cute picture. Shit.
I'm all trying to be cool.
So I got boobs because I was pissed at my ex-husband. Like, I was pissed that like my marriage sucked. Somehow I convinced him into probably having a baby. I still say that she's like Jesus because she was like Immaculate Conception because I don't remember having sex with him ever.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to send it to me.
I
don't know what I'm doing.
You
had
deleted it.
our first child.
No, I
when
didn't.
was
Fuck with me.
in nursing
Oh
school.
gosh.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy a new TV." I'm like, "You're gonna do what? Like you're gonna go buy a new TV? Fuck you! I'm gonna go buy boobs." Like I always felt like I had like the perfect boobs, pierced, not pierced, whatever, and like
Ashley
my
had the greatest tits before.
Prior to baby.
no, and so
I
here's the
miss
thing.
them.
So like, I used to always think like I'm gonna end up with giant tits. Like my what I call her my grandma.
Oh, this too
Same.
But she's my great grandma.
Oh fuck.
She had like, she called it a brassiere. When you call it a brassiere, and you have like E's, F's, like those are boobs.
Jennifer Jennifer Shumway.
And you had five
Hey, Jennifer Shumway. I had to go to Sun Valley High School after being kicked out my sophomore year. Jennifer Shumway had double F 34s.
Double. What the fuck does that look like?
A fucking basketball. A basketball. No, they were bigger than my head. I remember undoing her bra and thinking to myself, those will kill me. No, thank you. And I walked away. Yeah.
Really?
My
True
mother,
story. Yeah, I was grossed out by how
after
huge
my
they
little
were.
brother
Oh my
was
God.
born, was a double H.
Yeah.
And I used her bra as a human slingshot.
Sure. No.
Christ,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Human
Yeah.
slingshot.
So I always felt boobs. Well then,
For midgets?
No, for me. Like, I engineered this thing where I could back up into it, sit into her bra and then be launched forward.
Catapulted.
And it was great during fall. In Oregon, we have actual fall.
Oh, yeah.
And like you can do it into
Wait,
the
in
leaves.
where? In where?
Into
Oregon.
What'd you say?
Use it as a human slingshot.
No.
What state? What state?
What state?
Oregon.
What?
To hear.
Oregon.
Oregon. It's between Washington and California.
No, I know where the fuck
Sam's
that.
parents have something up there.
Uh-huh.
Quit hitting the mic.
Okay.
Somebody.
They have a property outside of
Is that-
Junction City, Cheshire.
No.
Uh-huh. Do you want to go?
Do you know where Grants Pass is?
No, but we're gonna take me there.
Did we just become best friends? Another
Friends.
We're gonna be sister wives here.
So I'm going to go soon.
That's Mormon.
I'm
Is
going
that
to go
your sister
soon.
wife?
With
No,
Mike.
that's not
Mormon, babe.
Oh, it's not?
No.
That's what they call
yes.
multiple. Yes, right?
That's
what they
like
call the
polygamy.
Mormon.
That's polygamy.
That's polygamy.
Yeah,
but
Sister wives.
Wait, what?
That's
it's
what they
not.
call them.
It's not.
What are you talking
It's
about?
not.
Oh, in like the deep Mormon community, the term sister wives
Whoa.
is because polygamy. The man has more than
What do you
one
mean,
wife,
sister
and
wives?
they call
What is
each
that?
other sister
I
wives.
think Mike would accept us.
Okay.
I've never met this man, but he seems very open.
Is your septum really pierced?
It is really pierced.
Good
Did
God.
that hurt?
Can you get on the fucking
It
track?
made my eyes water. But I've also
I
got
can't
multiple
hear you right
tattoos.
here with shit.
And my
Y'all get
nipples.
off topic.
Kiss boy.
Really?
Ah.
You're abusive.
What? Abusive.
You can hear but only one you want to hear. You have selective hearing.
All right. Hey, last topic because you guys have been on a tangent. and
Wait, I didn't talk about why
I
I got
actually
boobs.
want to listen to
Yeah,
this
me too. Why?
from beginning to
I
end as we
started.
get progressively more drunk.
Yes,
Let's do this.
it's been magic.
From y'all blondes over on the left side of the table, shut the fuck up.
It depends on what way you're sitting, so they don't understand. what
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, curly
No,
Q.
no, hold on.
I got boobs because my ex-husband's gonna buy a TV. I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna buy boobs.
Which seems like a logical reason.
Wait,
to get boobs.
what?
Absolutely.
Repeat.
TV boobs.
I actually told Ashley not to get boobs.
Aw.
Yeah.
did.
Several
You know,
times.
I always thought, so I always had like great boobs. Like I really did. I was like, I'm a B cup, I'm a full. I never cared that I was an inadequate, nothing like that.
Yeah.
And
Wait, but did you think that
I was like an elbow with a nipple.
Okay.
But I was like an elbow with a nipple.
okay,
I'm basically
I
just
wasn't.
nipples.
I was back this side of the table. Shut up. So I said, so I had my first child, and I immediately was like a B. I was like a solid D, a solid C. I had her. I was like a D. I was like, oh my god, I have these giant boobs that I don't know what to do with, which run in my family, and all I can think is like grandma with 5 slingshot, whatever, clasp on her bra, her brassiere.
Empty gym socks.
No, they weren't. Them bitches were heavy and full.
Good for your grandmama.
Yeah, grandmama. Oh, dear Lord.
My grandma's a
Anyways.
babe too.
Back to my topic. So,
Topic.
Yes.
All right.
Boobies.
Boobies.
you know, you fed us this. It's your fault. So, anyways, I was like, hey, y'all.
I did what?
So,
Okay.
I got boobs because I was like, he's like, I'm gonna go get a TV. I'm like, we can afford a TV. I'm a nurse. I'm gonna go get fucking boobs. Why not? So in Florida, the guy gave a damn discount. So I got a nurse's discount on some silicone boobs, and I went and had
Silicon.
You sound like you're from Florida.
Florida, Kentucky.
I'll punch you so bad.
Sam snorted so loud on the audio. So loud, like my ears in these headphones.
So I had a baby.
What kind of boobs?
Listen, I don't care. I had a baby. You know, I didn't make fun of your shit.
I give you so much credit for not being all fucked up like us guys, and now they're tore for the floor up, and I love it.
Brookie.
No, Boogie, fuck you.
Yeah, this is what
Brookie.
right here.
What kind of boobs?
This is what did it. That was
Silicone.
silicone. Silicone. Welcome to Whiskey Takeover.
What? Please say it.
I love you all.
Anyways, I had boobs done because I was like,
This is
fuck
so
you, you're gonna get a new
fucking
TV.
What kind of boobs
I'm
did
gonna
you
get
get?
boobs.
What kind of boobs did you get?
None your business.
Okay.
Okay, Ashley, why did you
Yeah,
get boobs?
come on,
Yeah,
Ash.
please, because this bitch.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So prior to a baby, I had perfect boobs.
Yes.
Derek would agree.
Me too.
So after the baby, Derek kind of motivated me into the gym. And so
Kinda.
okay, you motivated me into the gym. So you're into the gym, basically all fat was gone to my boobs. It was like all
I got it.
skin.
It was like rocks and socks.
all
Thank God I
skin,
fucking
yes.
have boobs.
So
Silicone or not.
What?
Okay.
What was that?
None your business.
So the moral of this story is the reason mine are still perfect is they haven't had kids yet.
Yes.
Noted.
yes.
They fucking are.
Yeah, they
crumb
fuck you up.
snatchers. They crumb every snack.
Okay.
So after
going on?
breastfeeding and the gym, they literally were like skin. So during an intimate time, I was super.
I'm sorry, did you just call it intimate?
Intimate time sex. Yes.
Did it bother you, Derek?
My eyes are watering. I'm laughing right now.
Did it bother you?
Did it bother you?
Did what bother me?
My skin.
No, because-
my saggy skin.
No, because, like,
During intimate time.
During intimate time.
That you did to her.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Here we go. It didn't bother me because I knew what had caused it. Like, the birth of our child, like, created that
Right,
situation.
you're a man that would,
Yeah, no, so I just, for me, it was like, when she wanted boobs, I'm like, but why? Like, that shit, it happens. Like, if you don't like what they look like, in my head, like, just work out, tighten them up, like, do what you can.
That's not how
Skins don't tighten up.
No, I know that
Like,
skin doesn't tighten up, but like,
not in the boob area.
no, but like, look at Dana Lynn Bailey, for instance. She hasn't had kids.
Yes.
Like, the fact that she's so fit, that she has pecs, but she's still feminine.
Mhm.
Like, there's an attraction to a girl who's just comfortable with her body. And for me,
Right.
as a man, like, I knew what created the issue for you not being comfortable. But that was the birth of our child. So, in my head, I thought it was beautiful. It didn't bother me. You still had great nipples. So,
but to
that's
me,
just
there
how
was
But
skin.
that's, yeah, but to you, it, like, if
And-
you're not
and you guys-
comfortable,
Want more than one?
no,
No,
we're
we're
done.
And the audience goes,
You're done?
No,
You're done?
no.
We're done.
But
Why?
that's- No, one and done.
It's
We're just wondering.
We just
I-
don't have an interest in another one. I don't know.
I don't just do the fact that, have you ever taken your children to Disneyland? Do one
I'm on
Disneyland
your
trip.
page.
It's more expensive. Olivia has a learning impairment, so it would be unfair to her to bring another kid into the
Like,
picture.
we want, it's just not just
I
that,
don't want to
but-
get fat again.
No,
There's
it's
a lot
not-
of things.
It's not just that, but for me, it's like,
We want to give the most that we
Well-
can to Olivia.
but my background is, I grew up very, very poor. So having more than one kid, I wouldn't be able to give everything that we can afford to give her. So it was like my mother raised 3 boys. One was a foster kid, and she took them on knowing that she couldn't provide for 2 others. So for me, it was like, okay, 1 kid, done, can maintain that. That's all I look forward to. So, yeah, 1 kid. But we got off topic. Love your nipples. Love your boobs.
No, and so mine didn't have a chance. So I had my boobs after I had my first, which was my ex-husband. And I was like, here I am, like somebody that always had like perfect boobs and 6-pack and whatever. And now I got my genetics. Like, I'm fucking huge. Right?
Yeah, and
so
no
I
one
leave the
has
hospital,
had implants
and-
in my family.
and
I'm
I
the
was
first one.
Yeah.
completely aware that I was going to walk out of the hospital, like, unrealistic, that, like, I'm going to go back to where I was prior to pregnancy. Like, I didn't have those expectations. I was already in medical, like, I knew. But all of a sudden, I'm going from, like, a B, like a nice B, to, like, a day and love handles. And I was like, oh my God, like I had such a body issue and my ex was no fucking help at all. And you think, I'm gonna go buy a TV. I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna go buy tits.
Yeah.
I got a nurse discount, I'll pay these bitches off in 12 months, no interest. That motherfucker never enjoyed those new tits. So then it was kind of like, I back up to like, would I ever have really gotten them? Because if I ever had really given myself like the healing process of having a baby and nursing a baby and going back to work and getting back to normal size and all this, like I had my first one in July. I had boobs by April. Like not necessarily appropriate, like at all. Like I could have gone back to complete fine, and I never necessarily cared one way or the other. I was really always happy that it's probably Mike.
I got it.
But I was okay.
Yeah.
So then I met Mike, and then we got pregnant with our second one. Like, so my babies are like 3 years apart exactly, and like I got gigantic again. Now I'm like, thank goodness, probably I have implants because I have like rocks and socks. If I didn't, maybe not. I don't know. But like, I also am like, holy crap! Like I'm only 35. Like I've already had mine for over a decade. I'm supposed to get them replaced. How many times am I going to do this?
Yeah.
How many times am I going to replace these before, like, do I have to? No. They're fine. Yeah. And I have some of my insecurities that were back, like, maybe before I had them. I don't know. And so, like, my babies never cared. I had great milk production. Do I ever need boobies?
Yeah.
No.
Healthy.
And he has no opinion because he never knows me without boobs.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're talking about boobies.
Yeah. And I just have to say a quick thing. You laughed that I had said intimacy. Well, I think there is a difference about sex and intimacy. I don't know if we can talk about this, but sex,
We can
I think,
talk about anything you want.
sex, I think sometimes can be like, I don't know, unemotional. It can just be sex. But intimacy, I think, is more emotional. Like when you feel a connection and, I don't know, love. I think that's why I described it as intimacy and not just
Agreed.
sex.
I'd agree.
I agree. Because I don't care. Sex.
Yeah, like I'm
No big
just
deal.
like,
But intimacy, I'm going to care a little bit deeper.
like it's on a different level.
Yeah.
It's different. It's better.
Yes, it is.
Would
Absolutely.
I go back and like not get boobs? Yeah. Because now I'm in the
We
dilemma
just
of like,
had this conversation
now-
like 2 days ago. I'm
Yeah,
like,
so
I
I'm
think
in the
I'm
dilemma, and probably Tim is too, where like they say, oh, every 10 years you're gonna have to get them replaced. Well, when you're in your 20s, 10 years is a lifetime.
yeah,
Like you have no idea what that 10
how
years
I'm gonna
means.
feel
And I don't have to get mine replaced. Could I? Sure. Anybody's gonna take a fucking dollar.
They told me I didn't, so
They didn't tell me either, but like you just know from like implants, like that's
Like-
just the norm.
But at the same time, if I was tinier, you know, how much have I done? Right? So I never noticed any issues until I got super in shape. When I
Same.
was like, I started
Recently,
cross-fitting.
yes.
I started
I'm
doing more
like,
chest, started doing more arms, started
Mhm.
doing more of like what we're not necessarily conditioned to do, that I realized
Supposed to be doing.
they don't fit.
And that's what I've learned with my lifestyle. Like, as a dancer, your center of gravity is everything. And even as I've gained weight, because I danced at 105 and I'm now like 130, and my center of gravity is different with having an ass. So if you add boobs to that, and it would
see that?
apparently I'm gonna get naked later.
Oh, Jesus.
But like for me, it just
Why are
doesn't-
we not friends yet?
we're best friends.
We are. We are.
We have a table here right now. Why are we not
They
nice
should
friends?
go about 45 minutes ago. We had a minute to get them back on track.
What was the next
No,
try?
this was
We're talking about
this
books.
has been-
You want please.
No,
Okay.
no.
Derek wanted this to be
Yeah, where did
PG-13.
No, I didn't.
We're like,
I was like,
We're
there's
like,
gonna be any
you
sex
are.
questions. You're like, no.
And
I'm like,
you guys
okay,
did.
cool.
And you guys did.
We
I
did.
didn't.
She was like,
I
I'm
was
gonna
trying
go
to
to the club.
Look,
You
we're
invited
gonna
the
do-
right personnel.
Yes, this has been fantastic, actually. All right, look, we're gonna go with the last topic,
Okay.
and Tam's gonna go first on this because I know exactly what she's gonna say.
Ooh.
Okay, what is the best drunk girl song or music to dance to?
Everyone knows this.
For Tam.
She's
Oh.
gonna say
Yeah, for
Beyonce
Tam.
something.
No, I know what she's gonna say. And the fact that you're her best friend and I know this. You ready? You want me to say it?
Okay.
All right. Pony.
Huh?
Pony.
And you want
That's your drunk girl
No
song.
way.
No,
That's
it's
your
not.
drunk girl song.
No.
Okay, let's hear it.
Beyonce.
No.
So like, first of all, I'm like all reggae for sure. Like my hips
She is
just like
today.
no, not even
She
today.
is.
Like
You are best friends with. Never mind.
who? What?
Girl,
Wink.
You are totally dirty heads, Jared.
Oh,
Like,
that's
he's your
my
friend.
homie.
Did I not just say that?
But that's not just dirty heads. Like that's like reggae. Like I'm all like
Yeah,
air,
but that's not
slightly stupid.
Okay.
I'm like
Rewind to what he asked you.
yeah.
Wow.
What?
What's your?
What did you ask her, Derek?
Drunk girl song.
What's the best drunk girl song to dance to?
It's not
I'm-
reggae.
It's Pony. I've seen
No.
her do it live. She gets all nuts and it's like,
I
don't
just
be the
get
mother of
crazy
three.
Everybody get nuts on that one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to say like, dancing out at night like,
What's where we're going, right?
Post Malone. It's got to be Post Malone.
Garbage.
Mhm.
Hot trash.
He's like who I listen to when I'm depressed.
Thank you.
No.
But
There's songs that like
because
you
of
just
Bud
like
Light.
you can't fucking help but like you just
copy
like you
on
just
it.
like go with it. Or like Air. Air is like my I don't know, I'm always fucking dancing, but it's usually to like reggae, like Air, Slightly Stupid, Dirty Heads. Dirty Heads, Jared is my homie. He's my best friend.
You forgot what I just told her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Girl, shut up.
She'll know.
We would, okay. So,
But like,
what
hold
song?
on.
What
Hold
song?
on.
Post Malone, Wow? Is
No,
Wow your
that's me.
song? What, that's you?
Oh, let's do it, girl. Let's do it. Let's do it.
What?
No.
What is happening right
Why
now?
are you
Well, what?
standing up?
She's letting her dance off.
No.
No, not a dance off. Let's do it.
Okay.
There's a totally different meaning
Mike
for
Rook.
generation.
Mike Brooke.
Like,
There's a
Not
totally
Mike to
different.
the husband, Mike the microphone. Yes.
object.
I can get going on
She tried
80s
deep
rock.
throated earlier, Mike. It was weird.
Like every girl sings to Journey.
She's like, Mike, huh?
Journey? Like everyone everyone sings to yes, believe in, yes. Every girl sings to
That's
that.
what you're going
But if
with?
I'm gonna, no,
Yeah, but that's
if
not
I'm
mine.
gonna
That's
get
not
No,
mine.
I'm saying every girl sings to it.
Beyonce. Formation.
Absolutely.
Yes. Or
Absolutely
what
not.
is the Shania
Thank you,
Twain
Brooke.
song that everyone sings
I will
to?
never dance. I don't
Feel Like a
I am
Woman?
not a Beyonce
Yes.
fan ever.
Beyonce is the
Everyone
shit.
sings to that.
Beyonce.
No, Shania
Oh.
Twain. I feel like a woman.
One of this.
Who's man?
That's Boo's Been Under. No. It's the other Shania Twain song. When it comes on, everyone
Man,
sings to
I
it.
feel like a woman.
Shania Twain?
That one?
Yes.
Anyway,
Red
man,
Go
I feel
Girls.
like a woman.
Yes, that one.
Let's go, girl.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Are you trying to do a dance off?
All the single ladies.
I got a
Okay,
badass robot, bitch.
I have my answer.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
got divorced and went straight into grad school.
God,
So
man.
I have
Go.
no life.
Hey, I did not get divorced, and I did go into grad school.
Hold on. Go ahead. What's your song?
I don't have one.
You know what? So this is when I realized that I was old.
from no life to no life.
So I went from no life to I don't know if I ever had a life. So I have a brother that's 18, and he is he's a freshman.
Wahlberg.
Shut up! No, that's my other brother.
No, that's the fantasy.
So he's a freshman in college, right? And so I went to he was born when I was 17, so he might as well kind of been mine. and I love that boy beyond. So my mom calls me and she's like, so you ever heard of this dance? And that was like the first time I realized, no, I don't know that dance, Mom. I'm fucking old. Like, you had me when you were 20 and you also had my brother when you were 36. Like, there's a big damn difference. And like, I missed out on what I thought was cool. Like, I'm like, oh, you can still Tootsie Roll? Oh no, they're doing like the I don't even know what they call it anymore. Like,
I know, I just feel fucking old now.
do you feel old?
How
old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay, hold on,
No.
stop. We went from drunk girl song, not to drunk girl problems. Look.
I'm gonna say go Beyonce Formation.
Okay. You don't have a song.
Beyonce.
Ashley, what is your drunk girl song?
My drunk girl song. What's yours? You're a baby.
Well, I said there's the Journey song, Don't Stop Believin'.
No, what?
But it is, unfortunately, yes, but unfortunately when it comes on,
That's my mom's song.
but when it comes on, everyone stops what
What
they're
about
doing and
Beyonce?
sings.
What about Beyonce?
All my single ladies.
She is awful.
Who?
But you're not a
Beyonce?
single lady.
Don't
so
you dare
You and I disagree on her.
No, the Formation song is good. But I'm saying, like, when I don't get out
Old school.
often, but when I do, the Journey song, everyone stops what they're doing and sings, or
That
the
is
Shania.
not a drunk girl song, though. That is
Yes,
That's such a drunk person song.
Everybody's
Yes.
drunk song.
Yes, but
But
when
Formation, Beyonce,
Nobody
that's a good
lines
song.
up to that person.
I fucking line up real quick.
But you and I disagree. Thank goodness we will be best friends forever.
Ying to my yang girlfriend. I love you.
And
I don't know.
Christ. Brooke, what's your song, sweetheart?
yeah, you know, I am
Olivia, relax. The kid's yelling.
I definitely like you put on something 80s. Hairband.
What?
Yeah. Girl, you never been to no Steel Panthers. You don't even know. You do know actually, because you listen. I made you listen to that, and you put on like 90s R&B. Like, I'm somebody because I enjoy R&B because listen.
There's another one.
Snore again.
You know what? I feel like I'm like Carrie.
This is a fifth of whiskey speaking.
Okay.
Sorry.
I love you, Brookie. I love you so much.
90s R&B, it doesn't stop, right? So when you're working out, it's the same beat.
Uh-huh.
It's the same rhythm. And I like,
Some baby making rhythm.
yeah. Which is why we all need to stop and pause when we're lifting weights, right? Because you're not going to go pump, 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 and then you're like, I can't even.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, what do you listen to, Derek?
What did I listen to? My drunk girl song?
What's your
song?
Like,
What?
for me, R&B is like, R&B like hits to a point where it's like, so I can go super, like, what's my hit song? Anything.
Anything.
Because I can dance.
Right. Right.
Right? And I'm not dancing to Beyonce. I don't like her.
Formation. Put it on, Derek.
I'm a rock girl,
Formation
angry
Yes.
girl music. I love angry girl music.
Angry?
You do. What's
It's
angry?
Avril Lavigne shit?
No.
No, not
No.
Avril.
Your face said it all. You're like,
What's angry girl
No.
music?
It's just like somebody hurt her really bad, and you're just like, I feel you, girl.
like a Carrie Underwood song.
So,
The
well,
truck,
it depends.
whatever, the one where she fucked his truck up.
I'll fuck somebody's truck up hard.
Calm down, Virginia.
No, you don't want
Don't
to do that.
don't become West Virginia.
Rookie,
All right?
don't even get me fucking started.
So you're gonna go fucking Virginia to West Virginia real
You
quick.
don't wanna
Calm
do
your
that.
shit. Yeah.
You could get in
Yeah.
trouble.
You'll start missing teeth too. So.
No, just like where those girls,
You
like,
don't do
I
that, or you could get in
probably
trouble.
butcher this, like Billie Eilish. I think I always
Alright.
say
Oh,
her
I
name
like
wrong.
Billie Eilish.
Eilish. There you go. And then like
The girls that take
girls along
Yeah.
those lines where guys should be walking around like looking over their shoulders. I love that towards starter music.
Which
I
song?
love it.
Guys, look at
Thank
me
you.
over there.
All right, last question.
That's my
Throwing
fucking
this out there.
fiance.
Okay, last question. Throwing this out there. Best male body part other than the penis.
Oh fuck.
Oh, this.
Oh
The
no.
V?
Mm-mm.
V.
Mm-mm.
I think V's better than guys though, so I'm just like, one up me.
Agree. 100%.
Which part?
V?
The V.
I got a better V
Yeah.
than most guys.
She's got
I
she's
do
got
too.
better veins
I do.
than most men.
No
so,
veins. I don't have veins.
Yeah,
My family genetics
veins.
forgot about veins.
All right. Tam, best
The
male body
tongue.
part.
The tongue.
Oh, yes. Yes.
The most important.
I went there.
You
That's
went there.
the best body part.
Where
The tongue does
Tongue.
wonders in every aspect.
is there?
We can
Okay,
make it a bad day real quick.
Tam, cheers. That was
Cheers.
I'm empty. I will drink.
You know what? Wait a minute.
You just
Pause.
changed Ashley's answer. I
What?
guarantee.
The two for, wait a minute. Actually, wait a minute. No. Derek, two of your people are empty.
Okay.
I'm not technically.
Empty.
I have a long drive.
Wait.
Yeah.
I thought the tongue was a muscle. I thought we were talking about
You
body
can't
parts.
drive.
That's the body part.
It is for sure.
Okay.
It's
Very-
a body part. Wait,
God.
I'm like, oh, wait a second.
see?
No, that's
It's a
like.
body part.
Do you breathe?
No driving
Yes.
for Kazi.
So like your mouth is. It's like the entrance.
To your lungs. I
During
know.
Or your esophagus and the rest of your body, your shit.
It's no.
It is the strongest muscle in your body, by the way.
Oh.
It
It
is.
is.
What if you had?
Oh, yeah.
What if you had a prehensile penis?
Wait, what? Bye, Misha.
No, but
What?
prehensile is like an elephant trunk. No, I'm joking.
So I'm sorry.
Okay, no. So
If you're not
best male body part. Tam has tongue. Kazi, where you at?
the mouth, the tongue.
I have to say shoulders are really sexy, but I'm gonna
Thank you.
second Tam on this and
Thank
say
you. Yes.
that the tongue is the most important because
That's the start, girlfriend.
it is the most important.
What's wrong with you?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
Serious.
That is.
Relax, Mike. You don't know what they've divulged about you, big boy.
That is the
For those that don't know, Mike is
What's wrong with you? That is the like.
Mike, I feel like we've known each other for a
A
long
long
time.
time. Same here.
Don't say
No,
that.
but that is because like
I look forward to
obvious conversations
It's
you know
been
that
good.
before.
Okay, what do you
Don't
do
listen.
when you start with your
Your
husband?
cousin, you don't know
Kiss.
things.
Okay.
What
What
are you
goes
using?
next into the
Further
other
kissing.
parts? Kissing
That's the
everywhere
clitoris.
else.
Correct.
So the
So
mouth.
when you don't allow a person to do that, or when they will like not do that.
Well,
What?
there's
Why
no
would you
not-
Why would you
allow
not
there's
allow
no
that?
not allowing
Not
that.
me.
What?
But that's what I'm saying. That's the most
person now,
important
I
part to
get
me.
it. So
You
that would be
can
a no-brainer
speak.
for me.
You can speak.
Okay, time out.
You can touch.
Time out.
You
We're on
can.
different wavelengths.
Bam, it's the tongue. Kazi, shoulders and tongue. Rook.
I agree with both of those.
Okay.
No, I agree.
Ashley
I
agrees
think the
with
problem
shoulders
is
and
that
tongue.
I'm thinking like, so if you okay, wait a minute. First off, this is the married side of the table.
Yeah.
It doesn't say matter when it comes to sex. Yes, so sex like
Mouth,
why would
what?
you not
It talks.
be with somebody that doesn't go
kisses.
down on you?
But period. That's like a very important part.
Exactly. So you
Yeah,
say
it's-
bye.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Like
Yeah,
if
for
I'm
you,
sexual,
yes.
like no. If I'm wait, what?
What?
This is why you and I don't work.
This is blonde.
No, I
blonde
love you.
stuff.
But if like sex, like that's like the start of it. That's like the. That's like the.
No,
Yeah, so when
that is the coin phrase.
Okay.
The what to?
okay, so
Hey,
you
bitch,
have already
you ever had
said
any what to you?
why I debate a lot of your continuous relationships.
I have no continuing relationships. First of all, single as
Okay.
fuck. But But like the mouth starts, like everything, like the intimacy, the
100%.
desire,
The leather
Right,
donut.
So when they don't get it going,
babe, you like where does that go?
Stop what?
where
On the
does it
butthole.
go?
I don't know.
Nowhere.
You go yourself.
Home by yourself to cuddle with your puppies.
Pillow.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're doing their thing,
Tam.
man. You're coming for broke tonight.
so
The second.
there's been many relationships, and I'm like,
You don't
why
have
are you
choice.
still with this
You're
dude?
coming. My listeners know you.
No.
They know.
Yes. He hasn't done anything.
just
I
saying.
was like
Talk
stuck.
prostates
I was
and
stuck.
Because you don't deserve anything
All
less
time.
than perfection.
For those that don't know, Mike's
Right,
in the room.
but I don't.
I tell you
you
what.
don't realize that until you're like, you know.
But who got their socks off?
I tell Ashley all the time, I hope you tied your socks. Because
Yes, you know, my perfect day is I get off,
It's a joke.
sure, and they don't.
She ruined the joke.
Because who always in the guy always gets his socks
You
off.
heard me. Okay.
Or whatever we want to
For
call it.
those that are
when we're in
listening to
our
me,
30s.
not the girls, this shit's funny.
Right?
They
Who
are
as a
fucking
female ever
drunk.
finishes and the guys don't finish?
That's gonna be cold.
You finish and the guy don't?
Oh.
Well, good for
Oh,
you.
when did that
And I don't know
happen?
about that.
That's a
Hello?
secret.
Hello?
Secret.
Hello?
I mean, it happens.
Conversation. Changing.
Are we pausing?
No.
No.
We can pause. Girls
Or
need
we're
to pee.
changing?
Girls
I
need
need
to
to pee.
Alright, take a pause break. We'll come back. College Bar and Grill of Tempe is your at-home atmosphere for anything ASU. They make you feel just like a regular customer, but with a hint of go fuck yourself, U of A. And I'm a fan of that. So go on down to the College Bar and Grill in Tempe on Veterans and College.
So, when
We're already recording.
when Tam and I are like
Just so she knows.
disagreeing, I think the difference is that we'll talk about sex, right? If I get off, my husband is gonna be getting off regardless. Like the guy is always gonna get off. Almost always, 90% of the time, right?
99% of the time. Yeah.
Well, sure. He gets off. I haven't gotten off. It's over, right? No. That's not gonna happen in my life. No, I didn't get off, so you're gonna do something to make me get off.
Right.
Most will not.
Oh. Okay.
No. You've always gotten off in every sexual experience?
No, I learned to get off after.
By yourself?
Mm-hmm.
No. He's gonna make me get off.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have that experience.
No, he isn't. No, so that's, I guess, what I'm saying is that, in like all the thing that you and I keep talking circles around, is that the fact is that like he could get off. My husband can get off, and no matter what circumstance it be, and I will even tell him, get off, finish it, because I'm not
Sounds
going
like
to
a
get off
Mortal
in that
Kombat move.
in that position or that predicament. But I don't expect to go to bed with what females don't get is blue balls. We don't get blue balls. But I'm not gonna not get my shit taken care of.
Olivia, turn that down.
So I'm not gonna go home and take care of myself because some guy decided to not finish me off. Not gonna happen. I am gonna go home and finish with where he didn't necessarily, like in that moment, in that time of frame, whatever. And maybe it's not right away, or maybe it's 15 minutes later, 30 minutes later. Hey, take care of this. Because you did not take care of it when you got, like, because we're all in it for self-gratification. And I get it, like, oh, this feels good, and kissing feels good, and this and that. But, like, you all ultimately want the O. And if you don't get the O, what are you going to do?
But I think that's what happens in a healthy sexual relationship. And there's a reason why you two are still married and we are divorced.
Yes, and I've been divorced too.
So you can understand that, like, that's probably more rare.
So and so I guess in my thought of divorced or not divorced is I've been divorced in her circumstance. I have been with my husband for 10 years in my circumstance and maybe where you were. And I also been on the brink of divorce in my 10 years too, where it's like super, super hard. And when you look at relationships, you're looking at what falters relationships: money and sex. Almost always. And we've seen the statistics and we've seen all this, and it's like, so money's a driving force. What are you gonna do about it? Fucking fix it. You either live within your means or you don't. Bottom line. Sex. Sex can cure almost everything of our human nature. And so I look at that, and I also look at, like, so what do I do to fix it? What do I do to fix my insecurities in my first marriage that failed miserably? And I can put it on when I was young, and I was not known for this and not known for that, and I had a kid and all this. But I can also put it on, like, I'm married again 10 years later. What happened? Where did things go wrong? What do you do to fix it? And you can go back to honesty. You can go back to what fits me, what doesn't fit you. What, like, brutal conversations that most of us do not want to talk about.
So is that back to the body parts, the tongue again, being able to converse? It's not just sexual. The communication is what broke down my marriage.
Sure.
It's what's broken down every attempt at a
But
relationship.
what
since
communications? It's not because, like, you decided to go through your doctorate. It's, well, you went through your doctorate and, like, yet you didn't give me this. Well, why didn't you give me this? And or it always stems back to money or sex.
I didn't get either.
Duh. Right? So then now you're free to live, and like I tell her, like, she's my best friend and she's single and she's newly single and she has 3 babies, and I'm trying to teach her, like, what I saw in my failures 10 years ago and what I've learned in 10 years of a healthy marriage, which I got married super young, like where you did too, you know, and where she's kind of like in between, and I can say, been there, done that, and take what you want from what I learned and or don't. But I can tell you what makes me the combination of y'all, where I'm a business person, I've been married, all the things that both of you guys have done combined, and I can say, I don't care how far I went in my career, because at the end of the day, I want to be loved, and I want this, and I want that, and how am I going to get it? Oh, hard truth, and it doesn't mean it's going to come there.
I want to wrap it up with something more uplifting.
Please, yeah, let's do this.
Because we should have ended 40 minutes ago.
You can cut it off 40 minutes ago.
No, it's okay. It's all right. No.
What's your favorite Teletubby?
Oh, Jesus. The one that has the dick-shaped head?
Oh.
I mean, that's just me personally, because I'm gay, but no. No. All right. We overall had a great podcast. I think when you guys look back at this, like, right around the 2:13 mark, our time, you're going to be like, we were fucked up. No, and it's great, though, because that's exactly what the round table podcast became. So I'm excited to see kind of where this goes when I listen back to it. I think you guys are going to love it, to be honest. Tam, thank you for making it. You can follow her at
Fit Body by Tam.
Fit Body by Tam. Look, right now she's trying out for Max Magazine cover girl.
Go vote.
Yeah, go
vote.
Yes, go vote. I always post. Her link is in her bio at Fit Body by Tam. Kazi,
you can find me at the Kazi Effect.
No. What else? Promote your business, girl.
The Bear Aesthetics, Bear.Aesthetics, and yeah, that's it. The Kazi Effect.
The Kazi Effect. If you guys enjoy memes and sarcasm and sass,
And
Go
realness.
And what? Realness.
Realness.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I
Yeah.
say fuck a lot.
And Brooke, Brooke and Ashley's profiles are private, so don't follow them.
I get a lot of followers because Tam keeps fucking
Again,
posting me.
married, divorced, married,
It's
divorced.
like pretty entertaining shit.
No, this fucking whole podcast has been magical.
No, but like my shit is pretty fucking entertaining.
Oh, your shit in general?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
I'm pretty
yeah.
fucking like fuck you.
We. Well, okay. I'm glad you feel like you're a fuck you.
I only follow real people.
I love it.
Thank you.
But
Tam,
no, seriously, Ash, Brooke, thank you, both of you. This has been fantastic.
My nerves going. Never.
Whiskey, Tango,
Talks, yeah.
fucking talk.
Yes, it's been a fucking fantastic one.
Fucking fantastic. Never doing a girl session again.
Bullshit.
First and last. It's gonna be like more, yeah.
No, this is we're gonna do one every 2 months. So.
Men everywhere are taking notes.
Never invited again. Those were
Clean your butt, homie.
And we know your dirty secrets up to the knuckle.
That wraps it up for Whiskey Tango Talks. I'm your host, Derek Pizzatoro. Oh, fuck. Go to YouTube, follow, like, and subscribe. We post our videos as soon as we can. This is one not to miss. Have a good night.
But
Wraps it up.